The Dodgers cement their dynasty.
The rest of the baseball world,
something has to give here,
hates us.
Nobody can do this but the Dodgers.
They hate us.
Something has to happen here. This is untenable.
Because they are not us. Welcome to...
They say it's a game of numbers, pero el flow es completamente otra ciencia. Flow mayor is where all those rhythms meet. Porque el flow no es de un solo jugador, es de un corillo entero que prende estadio. De San Diego a Santo Domingo y cada parada en el camino. Cuando estamos activos, la liga sube de nivel. Esto es Flow Mayor.
Hamilton pitching. Oh, there's the volley floater, and it's called back. And listen to the crowd. And he says, all right, maybe I'll do it again. Yeah, here it is. Look at it. And he fouled it again. And Mike makes the catch. And Tony Hawk throws his hands in the air. And listen to this crowd go wild.
Well, we had a special guest on the field before the game today, Pepe the Penguin.
Pepe was a little cranky today.
If you're at the ballpark with your kid, what's most important? You got to get snacks for Junior. This is a rare father-son first base coaching combo.
Well, after Dinger put up a sign that said, Mrs. Met, call me, Mrs. Met has her response.
That hit my bat. That was a foul ball I want to hit. He was trying to stay in the hit. See, look, he said, foul ball, foul ball. He didn't want to go down to first base. He wanted to hit.
He swings away, belts the ball to center. Isbell back. Isbell wants it. It's gone! A grand slam! Vladimir Guerrero Jr. gets it in the air, and it is gone. He's always got a little extra hop in his step when he comes to Anaheim. After all the seasons his dad played here.
3-2. Here it is. And he got him looking. 99 at the knees. A dozen Ks for Dylan Cease in 5 innings.
Nico on the dive. Gets up and throws him out. Line drive. Oh, Nico! He stole a hit.
Made another unbelievable Gold Glove, Platinum Glove play.
It's another home run for Dalton Rushing. His second of the game, his 7th of the year. Dalton is crushing the base.
NINC.com.
In Los Angeles.
Los Angeles.
Big stage.
When you want to talk LA sports, it's always been us.
Oh, baby.
With Dan Patrick at 6 a.m., Colin Cowherd at 9, Rogan and Rodney at noon, and Petros and Money at 3.
Go to the iHeartRadio app.
Nobody covers Los Angeles like us. Listen anywhere you are by telling your smart device, play AM 570 LA Sports on the iHeartRadio app.
It's right here.
AM 570 LA Sports.
Daniel's Jewelers has continued to be a proud sponsor of the Trip Around the Diamond and your family jeweler since 1948. Right now, Daniel's is giving every fan a voucher for a free team bracelet and 50% off your jewelry purchase. Just visit danielsjewelers.com/baseball to get your voucher. That's danielsjewelers.com/baseball. Redeem at over 100 Daniel's Jewelers stores nationwide and get the jewelry of your dreams. Own the dream with Daniel's Jewelers.
Looking to cut back on meat? We gotcha. Introducing Shakey's Meatless Trio, a trifecta of scrumptious pizzas with all the flavor, but not all the meat. Choose from a medium garden veggie, 3 cheese, or garlic shrimp pizza. Your choice, $16.99. Or pick any 2 for just $29.99.
Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti. Made fresh daily.
Restore dinner time harmony. Get Shakey's Meatless Trio at your neighborhood Shakey's Pizza Parlor.
We're in the bottom of the 9th. 2 outs and the pressure is mounting. If an accident has you feeling like you're down to your last strike, it's time to call in the heavy hitters. Jacoby and Myers has been clearing the base.
Okay, where's the napkin?
No.
Not yet.
Not yet.
Always eager to help Pedro Martinez.
Oh, that's got to feel good. Oh, yeah. Sticky's good.
The hit run is on, and it's going to be an unassisted triple play. How do you go from a triple play to a two-way star through a bracelet and the babe? Find out on Hall of Fame Connections.
This story starts way back in the early 20th century.
We have a couple things out here for the first acknowledged unassisted triple play. And Cy Young said, Neil, where you go? And he said, 3 outs.
Neil Ball had a fairly short career as a big leaguer, but continued playing in the minors, where he encountered true baseball royalty.
Now we're going to connect to Babe Ruth.
He dominated the game like no one else had before, both across the country and around the world.
I'm holding Babe Ruth's back.
During a 1934 baseball barnstorming tour of Japan, Ruth faced 17-year-old pitcher Eiji Sawamura. Sawamura became a hero in Japan, and the Nippon Professional Baseball League's version of the Cy Young Award bears his name. Maeda won the award in 2010 and again in 2015, when the runner-up was Shohei Ohtani.
First pitch crushing! Oh, man!
Like the 3 outs of a triple play. It all connects.
Catch every episode of Hall of Fame Connections on MLB.tv and discover your own connections to the game at baseballhall.org.
Freddie Freeman batting second and playing at first base. Will Smith returns to the lineup. Has a little back soreness for a couple of games, but he's in there batting third. Kyle Tucker is in the cleanup spot playing in right field. Teoscar Hernandez is in left. At third base, Max Muncy. Andy Pajes is in center. Ha-Seong Kim playing at shortstop. He'll bat eighth, and batting ninth and playing at second base is Alex Freeland. On the mound, Yoshinobu Yamamoto making his sixth start. His record is 2-2. Had a rough beginning his last outing, but after the first inning, got right back on track. His ERA is a good one. It is under 2.5, and right-handed batters have managed just a 184 batting average against the right-hander. So the Marlins come in, their record 13-15, and they do not have a good record on the road. They're 3-9. Only Kansas City and Houston have worse road records to this particular point. But for Clayton McCullough, the former Dodger first base coach, says, hey, look, we're in a learning process with a young ball club. The umpiring assignments, Trip Gibson, the crew chief, will work the plate to call the balls and strikes. Clint Vondrack is umpiring at first. Austin Jones at second, and Adam Hammery is over at third. Same start time tomorrow, 6 o'clock. Morongo Casino Dodgers on next show. First pitch 7:10, and Shohei Ohtani will start for the Dodgers in Napa. Happy to have you with us. Game 1 of 3. It's the Dodgers entertaining the Marlins, and with the play, here's Charlie.
All right, Mo. 7:10. And a temperature of 57 degrees here at Dodger Stadium. The sun is setting. Lights are on just now, beginning to take effect. And Yamamoto, his sixth start of the year, the first 5 starts, all 6 innings or more. Jacob Marcy, left-handed hitting center fielder, leading it off and taking a strike at the knees, outside corner, and it's 0-1. Marcy to be followed by Kyle Stowers in left field, left-handed hitter. Otto Lopez, the shortstop, hitting third. And Xavier Edwards at second base is in the cleanup spot. And now the 0-1, Yamamoto delivers. Low, 1 ball, 1 strike. Liam Hicks is a designated hitter, batting 5th. Augustin Ramirez is the catcher, batting 6th. Then it's Owen Casey, Javier Sanoa, and Connor Norby. Now the 1-1, a swing and a ground ball foul up the first base line. And it's 1-2. The Marlins begin the night 13 up, 15 down. 6.5 in front of the Braves. The Dodgers at 19-9, a half a game in front of San Diego. First of 3, Thursday the Dodgers travel, and then a 6-game road trip. The 1-2 is low, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Dodgers go to St. Louis and Houston after this series. Marcy, not much of a hitter, hitting a .178. 3 home runs, 12 runs batted in. And now here comes the 2-2. Yamamoto delivers. High and outside is 3-2. Tonight's time and temperature brought to you by Bank of America, the official bank of the Los Angeles Dodgers. It's chilly, 58 degrees. And now Marcy steps out of the batter's box. Defensively for the Dodgers, round up the usual suspects these days. Teoscar Hernandez in left, Andy Pages in center, and Kyle Tucker is in right. Muncy and Kim on the left side of the infield, Freeland and Freeman on the right side. Will Smith is catching. And now here comes the 3-2 pitch. Yamamoto delivers, swinging a foul back to the screen.
Well, Yamamoto, in his start last Tuesday in San Francisco, had a rough first inning. 3 runs on 4 hits. He also had 1 walk issued. But from the second inning through the 6th, he allowed just 2 base hits from that point on and shut down the Giants.
Yamamoto out of the wind, the 3-2. And a foul off to the left and out of play. Yamamoto, 6 start, 2-2, a 2.48 ERA, 33 innings, 28 strikeouts. Opponents hitting just 207 against him. And here comes the full count. Swinging a foul off to the left and out of play. If nothing else, Marcy is making Yamamoto work.
Yeah, low batting average overall, as you just mentioned, but the strong point has been left-handed batters are hitting 40 points higher than righties. Righties have managed just a 184 against Yamamoto.
And now Yamamoto on 3-2. This is going to be the 9th pitch of this at-bat. Here it comes. Ball 4, high and outside.
Yamamoto looking as if he believed that was a strike, but there was no challenge from either the pitcher or the catcher. And it just did miss away.
Now here's Kyle Stowers stepping in. He's a left-handed hitter as well, hitting .273. And he takes the ball 1-0.
Well, the Marlins will have 5 lefties, including the switch hitter, Xavier Edwards.
Short lead at first for Marcy. He's got 10 stolen bases on the year. Now the 1-0. Line drive, 1 hop to second base. Freeland throws to second. Kim on to first, double play. Freeland to Kim to Freeman.
Minnesota used to label it as a pitcher's best friend, the double play, and especially early in the game.
Hit it right on the button. 1 hop at Freeland. Quickly 2 out now, nobody on. And here's Otto Lopez hitting .314. He's got 3 home runs and 12 runs batted in. Right-handed hitter. A fairly deep crouch, deep in the box, and he takes a strike. It's 0-1. Barely a breeze tonight. That's a good thing with the chilly weather. Now Yamamoto on 0-1. Swing and a miss. It's 0-2.
Good slider in the outside corner.
Yamamoto, since August 20th of last year, has an earned run average of 173. In the last year into this year, only one pitcher, Paul Skeens, has a lower ERA in that time than Yamamoto. Fastball strike, outside corner, swing and a miss, and the inning is over. No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left. After the first half of the first, Marlins nothing, and the Dodgers are coming up.
Escape the confines of the city for the expansive beauty of the Santa Ynez Valley. Enjoy a vibrant 2-hour drive up the coast to your destination getaway. Shumash Casino Resort. Trade in your daily hustle and bustle for a stress-free, no agenda.
Te encantan los jugadores. Te encanta el juego.
¡Y se fue!
Ahora puedes ser el dueño de grandes momentos del béisbol. MLB Auction te permite participar en la subasta de bates, bolas, jerseys autografiados y más, con artículos de tus equipos de grandes ligas favoritos, leyendas y jugadores agregados toda la temporada. Cada artículo es autenticado por MLB para asegurar que lo que llega directamente a tu hogar es original. ¿Quieres una parte del juego? Visita auctions.mlb.com.
Welcome back to Cincinnati. Gino swung on, crushed, high, deep, left field. There it goes. Goodbye. Into the second deck. A 3-run go-ahead blast.
Hey, Eugenio Suarez to the second deck. And he thunders the Reds ahead 3-2.
Well, there was absolutely no doubt about that one right there. 431 feet for Suarez. That ball was smashed.
Time for the great mascot race. Ready, set, go. And they're off. Look at them go, folks. They're neck and neck. It's a wild crowd. Down the home stretch. Here they come. Here's the play at the plate. It's Wally. Congratulations. You won the great mascot race.
It is unique. And certainly, Ohtani falls into that category. 262 on the year. 6 home runs and 12 runs batted in. Yesterday, 3 for 3. A home run and a walk. First pitch to Ohtani is a fastball inside corner. And it's 0-1. Chris Paddock, veteran right-hander, making the start for the Marlins. His 5th of the year, 0-4 and a 6 1/3 ERA. The 0-1 is high and outside. 1 ball, 1 strike. So you've got Ohtani and Freeman, Will Smith hitting third. Tucker in the cleanup spot, Teo Hernandez in left field hitting 5th. Then you've got Muncy, Pages, Kim, and Freeland. This ball outside corner. Check swing, but it was a strike anyway, 1 and 2.
Well, you're going to see some changeups, in particular lefties. That was back-to-back changeups right there. And that changeup, the left-handed batters, he has thrown it. If you go back to last year, over 30% of all of his pitches to lefties have been off speed.
Here comes the 1-2. Ground ball base hit between first and second into right field. So Ohtani is 4 for his last 4. Leadoff single to right.
And that was the triple up on the changeup. Ohtani, we noticed yesterday, and he was a triple shy of the cycle, but he stayed back on the ball much better, not flying out on that front side that really committed too early. And he stayed back well enough on that changeup to get the base hit.
Freddie Freeman stepping in. He's got 3 home runs, 15 runs batted in, and a 269 average. Short lead at first for Ohtani, and the pitch to Freeman is a called strike inside corner, and it's 0-1.
Just watching Norby, the first baseman. He is about 3.5, almost 4 feet off the bag. A little closer to the pitcher. So if he's going to make a tag, it's going to have to be the foot or the bottom part of a runner's leg.
The 0-1 Freeman swings and misses, and it's 0-2. Connor Norby, the first baseman. Xavier Edwards, the second baseman. Otto Lopez at short. Javier Sanoja is at third. While Stowers in left, Jacob Marcy in center, Owen Casey is in right. And now here comes the 0-2. Freeman, fly ball, right center field, sprinting on and over and dropping in front of the center fielder Marcy for a hit. It looked like there was going to be a collision between Marcy, the center fielder, and Casey, the right fielder. It dropped between them. The Dodgers have first and second and nobody out.
Oh, what a reminder, Children's Hospital Los Angeles has been delivering 125 years of hope and healthier futures. And where your child needs championship care, make sure you visit chla.org.
I got it, you got it, I got it, you got it. Neither got it. So the Dodgers have first and second and nobody out. Will Smith stepping in. He's been dealing with a cranky back. 266, 3 home runs, 14 runs batted in. And Smith fouls it off to the right, and it's 0-1. Kyle Tucker is on deck. Dodgers, when scoring first this year, are 11-4. And they've got a rally here in the first. The 0-1. Check swing blooper behind first base, retreating. Connor Norby makes the catch. It would have been an infield fly anyway. And so that's the first out of the bottom of the first. There's Kyle Tucker. He's still trying to get on court. 238 with 3 home runs, 13 runs batted in. Oscar Hernandez on deck. Paddock delivers. Ground ball, right side. Fielded by the second baseman, Edwards. He had a notion of throwing to second. Couldn't get it there. So Tucker is retired at first. Ohtani goes to third. And Freeman to second with 2 out.
And another left-handed batter in first pitch. Another changeup.
Left fielder, number 37.
Well, here's Teoscar Hernandez. He, too, is trying to get it going. On the year, just 239 with 4 home runs and 15 runs batted in. He's been striking out a lot in the early going. 8 walks. He's been fanned 30 times. So Ohtani leads from third. Freeman from second. Paddock, the right-hander, sets and delivers a fastball.
Previous pitch is called a ball. Catcher's challenge.
And that is Trip Gibson telling you the story. Augustine.
Pitch is overturned. It is a strike. Miami has 2 challenges made.
Augustine Ramirez, the catcher. And so he wins that challenge. Hernandez with second and third and 2 out in the bottom of the first. Paddock set at the chest and delivers. Low and inside. It's 1-1.
The infield playing to pull, but the outfield is a big gap in left center. The center fielder, Marcy, is shaded over into right center field a bit.
All 3 outfielders are very deep. Muncy on deck. And here comes the 1-1. Low and outside. 2 balls and a strike. One man's sweeper is another man's slider. Either way, the ball was hooking away from Teo, and it's 2 balls, 1 strike. 2 out, bottom of the first, no score. Paddock delivers. Low. And it's 2, make it 3-1. 3 balls and a strike.
That's another changeup.
Opposing hitters on the season, this is Paddock's 5th start. We're hitting over 300 against him. 3-1, second and third, 2 gone. The pitch to Teo. Ground ball into center field for a base hit. Ohtani will score, and here comes Freeman. Teo delivers a pair of runs with a single to left center, and the Dodgers take a quick 2-0 lead.
Well, there's a lot of good that happens there. For Paddock trying to sneak a fastball past Oscar Hernandez, that was not going to happen at all. And Teo, as you mentioned, has had some difficulty. In fact, the last 9 games hitting just a $118, but he comes through here in the first inning. He gives the Dodgers the lead.
So the Dodgers up early as Max Muncy steps in. Muncy hitting exactly 300. 9 home runs, 11 runs batted in. Taking high, 1 ball, no strikes. Muncy missed the past couple of games. He wasn't feeling terribly well. He's fine now. Hernandez, short lead at first. Quick toss over there. He's back with the head first slide.
Max was in the lineup Saturday night. Saturday afternoons when the game started. Walked his first time up, then hit a 2-run home run, and it was at that point he was feeling puny to begin with, and then they took him out of the ball game.
Now here's the 1-0. Muncy fouls it back. 1 ball, 1 strike. In Brooklyn, the Dodgers had a public address announcer, Tex Rickards, who had a real pronounced New York Brooklynese accent. And when a player came out, he would announce over the public address system why a player was coming out. Now here comes the 1-1. Paddock set and delivers. Muncy taking low and inside, 2-1. And this particular player wasn't feeling terribly well that day. And Tex Rickard said he's come out of the game. He wasn't feeling too good. And that evidently was the same malady that brought Muncy down on Saturday. But here he is feeling fine on Monday. 2-0 Dodgers. Ground ball up the middle. Backhanded stab at second base. Nicely done by Edwards. Throws across his body. Muncy's retired. The inning is over. But the Dodgers draw first blood. A couple of runs, 3 hits, lead 1. And after 1, Dodgers 2 and the Marlins nothing.
In Blue Heaven, a split second changes everything. A sliding catch, a walk-off homer, a win for the history books. But on the streets of L.A., a split second accident can change your life. When the unexpected happens, you don't just need a lawyer.
Murakami to pull, 1-2 from Sandy. That one cut on and missed, and Murakami swings over the top of it. Another punch out for Munetaka Murakami.
Well, I'm going to say that was a changeup.
Yeah.
But either way, it was a nasty pitch down and away from Murakami.
Got him. Changeup. 2 away.
Boy, this has been Picasso, Rembrandt, everything put together with the way he's worked on the mound, with the stuff he's had, the location.
Line drive, base hit, center field. Got a bird. Coming around third, DeRosa's going to win the ball game. It got by Crisp. It's a walk-off whip in the bottom of the 10th.
That ball hit the bird. It deflected. The birds are out here. It hits a bird. He goes down for the count. How about that?
This one's for the birds.
They say it's a game of numbers. Pero el flow es completamente otra ciencia. Mi trabajo es sencillo, cachar ese ritmo que solo nuestra gente tira y regarlo por toda la temporada. Flow mayor is where all those rhythms meet. Porque el flow no es de un solo jugador, es de un corillo entero que prende estadio.
So a 2-out, 2-run single from Taylor Hernandez. Dodgers 2-zip. 15 2-out RBIs for the Dodgers over the last 5 games. Now the switch hitting Xavier Edwards, 343, leading hitter at the moment in the National League. 1 home run, 9 runs batted in. Switch hitter batting from the left side. Now, call strike, and it's 1-1. Again, a left-handed hitter. And center fielder Andy Pages is shaded all the way toward left center field. There's a ground ball. Oh, a diving stab at second base. Throws to first. Freeland throws him out. Freeland diving to his left. Gets up and throws out Edwards. Beautiful play by Alex Freeland.
Talking in the pregame show, one category, the Dodgers also atop Major League Baseball. Defensive runs saved. And that just does not allow a runner to even get on base right there. Outstanding play.
Head first dive, got up and threw him out. Now, here's Liam Hicks, designated hitter, left-handed batter. He takes a strike, and it's 0-1. Hicks is hitting .314. He's got 5 home runs and 24 runs batted in. Dodgers 2-0. Yamamoto awaits as Hicks steps out of the batter's box, and now he's back in. The 0-1, Yamamoto delivers. Low and outside, 1-1. Top of the second, brought to you by Budweiser. For 150 years, this Bud's for you. Augustin Ramirez on deck. Yamamoto delivers, swing and a foul off to the left. And it's 1-2.
So many times we talk about pitchers. Well, this guy lines up, on the first base side of the pitching slab, this guy on the third base side. But for Yamamoto, he is right squarely in the middle of that slab with his right foot.
Stuck in the middle with you. 1-2. Yamamoto getting the sign from Will Smith. Here's the pitch. Inside and low 2-2.
No, actually, you're a little bit off to the side.
There was no song fixed to it. Hey, a little off to the side. We are at twilight time now. Pop-ups in the infield could be an issue. For the next few minutes, here's a 2-2. Grounded foul toward the Marlin dugout up the first base line.
Well, Clayton McCullough, the manager of the Marlins, former Dodger first baseman David Bassett in the pregame show. So look, we're a young ball club. Obviously, we are in a teaching mode, a learning mode.
And now the 2-2. Ground ball to second base. Second hop, easy play for Freeland. Soft toss to first. 2 gone.
But this is about developing young talent, and they've got some talent. I mean, now it's got to blossom. And the only way it's going to have a chance to blossom is to get some playing time.
Now here's Augustin Ramirez. 235 with a couple of home runs. He's knocked in a dozen. A 2-out, 2-run single for Teoscar Hernandez in the bottom of the first has given the Dodgers the early lead. Yamamoto delivers a fastball inside and low, and it's 1-0. Yamamoto had a grand total of 2 runs of support in his previous 2 starts. He got 2 runs in the bottom of the first tonight. The 1-0 is low and outside. 2 balls, no strikes. Yamamoto, the sign from Smith. The righty delivers. There's a fastball strike at the knees, and it's now 2 balls and 1 strike. Outfield deep and straight away. And the 2-1 on the way. Ground ball up the middle. Fielded by the shortstop, Kim. Flipped low, dug out by Freeman at first, and that ends the inning. No runs, no hits, no errors, and nobody left. We'll go to the bottom half of the second with the Dodgers leading 2-0.
Frontier has joined Verizon in LA. Now's the time to switch.
There's the bunt. That could be trouble as Petrie. Oh, Stevie dives in and beats it. Good effort by Steve Lyons.
Good job. I'll tell you one thing, not a bad defensive play either by the Tigers.
Did you see that? He's going to get the dirt out, and all of a sudden he unbuckled his pants and had a brain cramp.
I don't think that's really the proper place to do that.
This ball crushed to right. Take a good look. You won't see it for long. 3rd of the year for T.J. Rumfield.
You got to say thank you to Will Smith or Enriquez, whichever one of you decided to throw the slider. He saw 200-plus fastballs, got an 89-mile-an-hour slider, and just torched it.
That ball went an estimated 440 feet, second deck in right field for TJ.
The pitch swung on and a foul off the foot of Dukes in the box, and then he just grabbed it out of the air with his right hand.
Ground ball to LaRoche. Oh, no. Doesn't realize he doesn't have the ball even.
He got the leather, doesn't have the horsehide.
Baroa has trouble, and it went into the shirt. He can't get it out of the shirt.
Jacobs handcuffed, can't find it. It was in the belt of his uniform. Now he throws it by Nolasco. He's trying not to laugh.
Third of the Dodger lineup, Pages, Kim, and Freeland to hit against Chris Paddock. Pages at .337. 5 home runs. He's knocked in 25 and a high fly ball to left field. Battling the dust more than anything else is Stowers. Makes the catch a step in front of the Warren. Last 4 games, he's hitting .400. He takes a strike inside corner, belt high, and it's 0-1. Watching Kim play every day, his speed is first rate. The 0-1 fouls it back. 0-2 defensively, he's been fine. He's got a very good throwing arm. So he's basically handled the responsibilities at short, with Mookie still on the sideline with the oblique. The 0-2 is low 1-2.
Chris Woodward, the Dodgers' first base and infield coach, says that Kim, you look at the skills, he said one of the most skilled infielders that he's worked with.
1 ball, 2 strikes. Paddock, the sign from Ramirez. The pitch on the way is low, and it's 2-2. When you're coming back from an oblique, there's no timetable. That's the hardest part about that injury in particular. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out, bottom of the second. Dodgers leading at 2-zip. Paddock delivers, and Kim with a fly ball to left field. And underneath it is Stowers, an easy catch, and that's a second out on the second.
Certainly of obliques, Charlie, we've seen them, and you're spot on because, I mean, you're trying to work back, and, Mookie Betts is making more and more strides. He's actually swinging the bat down. We've seen him running and fielding, but sometimes you just one deep cough or sneeze away from starting all over.
And so it's very difficult. You have to be very conservative in coming back from that injury in particular. Alex Freeland takes a breaking ball low 1-0. He's at 235, a home run, 6 runs, batted in. Having said all that, the Dodgers without their everyday shortstop Mookie Betts are at 19-9, a half a game in front of San Diego. First place in the National League West as Freeland fouls it back. It's 1-1.
For Freeland, the man's coming alive now. 353 over the last 7 games.
Paddock to throw his 28th pitch. 2 out in the second. Freeland swings and misses. That is 1-2. Steps out of the batter's box. Freeland off the rubber. Picks up the rosin bag, throws it back down. Now Paddock on 1-2 to Freeland. The righty delivers. Ground ball, first base, backhanded by Norby. Steps on the bag unassisted, and the inning is over. No runs, no hits, no errors, and nobody left.
Boomer is the dog. Said he looked good. And he followed his pitch all the way. And there he is. Boomer's dad.
That was kind of a change from the everyday thing that we normally do as far as baseball cards are concerned.
Hey, I have a Labrador. Where's my card?
A little bit different, and it turned out to be a fun experience.
It was just when the camera crew tried to leave that there was a problem. You can't leave.
Oh, my. Murakami. He knew he got it, too. He sat there at home plate.
3 straight games with a home run now for Murakami.
She is out of here. Jose's second home run of the afternoon. They haven't even hardly pitched to him at all. And when they finally do, he makes them pay. Racing it on hill. Oh, yes, he did. He did it again. Holy mackerel.
Made the catch. Troy Johnston with a diving catch ends the ball game. And the Rockies beat the Dodgers. That one is driven deep to right field. See ya. Another home run for Ben Rice. 4 consecutive games with a home run.
Puedes ser el dueño de grandes momentos del béisbol. MLB Auction te permite participar en la subasta de bates, bolas y jerseys autografiados, con artículos de tus equipos de grandes ligas favoritos, leyendas y jugadores. Visita auctions.mlb.com.
The Marlins 7, 8, and 9 hitters will be facing Yoshinobu Yamamoto here in the top half of the third. Dodgers leading it 2-0. Casey, left-handed hitter, hitting .218, tried to check his swing and went around on a breaking ball and is 0-1. Javier Canoa is the 8th place hitter, and he's on deck as Casey fouls it off to the left, and it's 0-2. Star Wars, The Mandalorian, and Grogu. They're hitting the big screen to embark on their most thrilling mission yet. In theaters and IMAX everywhere, May 22nd. Get your tickets now. Here comes the 0-2. Ground ball, one hop to Freeman. Underhanded toss to Yamamoto covering. First out of the third.
Little, what appeared to be real simple plays. That was perfect timing, a perfect lead by Freeman to get Yamamoto, who never had to even break stride. Catch the ball, look at the bag, touch it. Thank you very much. One out.
Yamamoto is a seamless athlete. Everything seems to come naturally for him. And he is perfectly timed by Freeman. And now here's Canoa. Right-handed hitter. He pops it up behind the plate. Will Smith makes the play near the on-deck circle. And so quickly, there's 2 out. So the Marlins are thinking, oh, we got to deal with Yamamoto tonight. Who's up tomorrow? Ohtani. Ohtani in his 0.38 ERA. Good luck, we're all counting on it. Connor Noby fouls it back, and it's 0-1. Norby, 229, 3 home runs and 10 runs batted in. Yamamoto's 33rd pitch of the ball game is low and inside. 1 ball, 1 strike. Well, the Dodgers, when they score first, odds are they're going to win it. 11-4 when they score first this year. Here's the 1-1. Fastball low, and it's 2-1.
For Norby, it's been a bit of a struggle. The last 7 games where he's had 20 at-bats, his batting average, 100.
Oh, that's a bit of a struggle. Yamamoto on 2-1. Swing and a miss. 2-2. A 4-seam fastball at 97. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Top of the third, Dodgers 2-0. Yamamoto delivers. Norby pops it into short right center field for a base hit. A little duck snort, and Norby's at first with 2 gone.
You know, so many times we talk about base hits, maybe not a good pitch. That was a good pitch. It jammed Norby. And for Norby says, thank you very much. Jam shot, did not break the bat, and wound up with a base hit.
That's one of those things where exit velocity means nothing.
Well, exit velocity he had on that one. You put it on the freeway, it'd get run over.
Jacob Marcy coming up. And he takes a strike 0-1. He walked in his first plate appearance. Nobody ever questioned Matty Alou's exit velocity, or Manny Mota's, or Wee Willie Keeler. Make some contact, things are going to happen. The 0-1 to the left-handed hitting Marcy. He bloops it down the right field line. It's fair. It's going to roll to the small wall. Norby will be held at third, and arriving at second is Jacob Marcy. A 2-out double to right.
And that splitter, Marcy got a hold of it and hit it down in the corner in right field, and that splitter was on the inside part of the plate.
One thing about watching Kyle Tucker play in right field, he covers ground well, has a very good throwing arm. Made the play, second and third 2 out, and Kyle Stowers, who bounced into an inning-ending double play in the first inning, coming up. And he takes a strike on the outside corner, 0-1.
Pregame show, talked with David Vassay about the Dodgers and the defensive run saved. And one of the points I brought up is how good it has worked outfield on cutoff and relay plays, getting the ball to the infield, and the infield proper position. Some terrific throws, and they have nailed quite a few runners at home plate and third base already.
Second and third, 2 out. Dodgers 2-0, top of the third. Yamamoto set at the chest and the pitch. Swing and a miss. And it's 0-2.
Up and in.
Just watching Yamamoto work. Seemingly effortless. Now the 0-2 to Stowers. Popped it up. And a short right center field. Camped underneath it is Pages. He makes the catch. And the inning is over. No runs, 2 hits, no errors, and 2 left.
With these designs, I wanted to bring out the Old English letter font, but add a twist to it. This is one I've developed over the years and used on a lot of tattoos. You could tell a sign painter or a lettering person by their numbers. That reveals a lot about them. It's an honor to design for the Dodgers. It's almost gone beyond sports, even into fashion. People wear LA caps all over the world.
Schlittler, 25 years old. He spent the season until June in AA last year, then moved up to AAA, and he was called up to the Yankees on July 9th, and what a difference he made. Swing and a miss. Gets him on the sinker. Swing and a miss. That's the sinker. 4 strikeouts in a row, 8 on the game.
They say it's a game of numbers, pero el flow es completamente otra ciencia. Mi trabajo es sencillo, cachar ese ritmo que solo nuestra gente tira y regarlo por toda la temporada. Flow mayor is where all those rhythms meet. Porque el flow no es de un solo jugador, es de un corillo entero que prende estadio. De San Diego a Santo Domingo y cada parada en el camino. Cuando estamos activos, la liga sube de nivel. Esto es Flow Mayor.
Bottom of the third, the top third of the Dodger lineup coming up, beginning with Shohei Ohtani, who singled to right in his first at-bat and would come around to score on the 2-out, 2-run single by Teoscar Hernandez. First pitch. Fouled off, it's 0-1. Ohtani up to 269, 6 home runs, 12 runs batted in. And the 0-1. Fastball high, 1-1. At AM/PM, when the Dodgers steal a base at home, you score a free Dodger dog and any 16-ounce Coca-Cola. Redeem your feast in the AM/PM app. Let's play ball. AM/PM, too much good stuff. The 1-1. A foul off to the left, slicing into the stands and out of play behind the Dodger dugout, and it's 1-2. Charlie Steiner, Rick Monday, Wayne McDonald, David Vassay, and Tim Neverett is here. He'll be joining us a little later on in the night. A cool 58 degrees, and now Ohtani steps out of the batter's box. Cubs lead the Padres 5-4 in the fourth inning down in San Diego. The 1-2. Ohtani swings and misses. He's been struck out. That's the 32nd time Ohtani has been struck out this year.
Well, friends, let's all play ball. Now, don't miss the Play Ball Weekend. It's coming up June 5th through the 7th, and encouraging youth everywhere to get out and to play. So you can visit playball.org to register. A free event near you.
Freddie Freeman singled to right and scored a run in his first at-bat. After Freeman, you have Will Smith on deck, and Kyle Tucker. And then with 2 out, it was Deo's 2-run single. That's given the Dodgers their lead. The 1-0 is a strike at the knees, changeup, and it's 1-1.
Friday, it's been a dry spell. The last 7 games, hitting barely 200, 208 to be exact.
And now a ground ball to first. Retreating a step or two is Norby. He's got it, underhand flip to first to Paddock, the pitcher, covering, and there's 2 out.
Freddie also understands is that, you look at the first 2 weeks of the season, he hit the ball as hard as any member in this Dodger ball club, but too many of those hard-hit balls were right at people.
And now here's Will Smith. Popped out in his first at-bat, 3 home runs. He's got 14 runs batted in. And the pitch with 2 gone. Paddock misses low and outside. It's 1-0. Now for Paddock, his 38th pitch. 1-0 to Smith. He's low and outside, 2-0. Paddock is an outdoorsman. He has founded Mad Duck Outfitters, an outdoor and sporting goods company. Here's a 2-0. Foul off to the right. Now it's 2-1.
Well, he's in the right profession. He's outdoors.
And on occasion, when the ball is hit hard, you better duck. Two balls and a strike. Paddock delivers. Low and outside. Now 3 balls and 1 strike. Paddock taking his time, and here comes his 41st pitch. Strike on the outside corner. Count is full, 3-2 to Will Smith. 2 out, nobody on in the bottom of the 3rd. So the first 2 Dodger hitters got aboard, would come around to score. And Paddock has retired 8 of 9 since then, as Smith fouls it off to the right.
Outside of the fastball, that 4-seamer right at 96.
Kyle Tucker is on deck. The 3-2 to Smith. Fly ball, right field. Retreating is on Casey. And a step in front of the warning track. He makes the catch, and the inning is over. No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left.
Getting traded to Boston from Chicago. You see here the traditional jersey. I love a road jersey because it says where you're from, and this is simple, clean, and cool. And you see this patch right here. This is from the 2013 postseason run, which was unlike anything I had ever been a part of, to punch through and hoist that trophy. Boston strong forever, baby.
Here's Schwarber. Schwarber grounded out his first time out. That ball's crushed deep to right field. Hernandez doesn't even move. It is long gone. It's off the roof of the pavilion in right field. Kyle Schwarber, his first postseason home run of the year. It's his 22nd of his career. And with a lightning strike, the Phillies tie it up at 1.
Well, I would say Kyle's second time through, I like the approach.
Wow. Well, the first home run for the Phils this postseason.
All your favorite games from MLB Play are back. Bigger, bolder, and better than ever. Test your skills with daily puzzles like MLB Pickle, the Ultimate Mystery Player Challenge, and Immaculate Grid, where stats and strategy collide. Then in Spinball, build your roster, take on your friends, and compete for the weekly prize. Or be the first to beat the streak and hit your way to the $5.6 million jackpot. Plus, the all-new Daily Walk-Off. Lock in your players by category for the walk-off win. The game's official home for games is MLB Play. Only on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Puedes ser el dueño de grandes momentos del béisbol. MLB Auction te permite participar en la subasta de bates, bolas y jerseys autografiados, con artículos de tus equipos de grandes ligas favoritos, leyendas y jugadores. Visita auctions.mlb.com.
Xavier Edwards, and then Liam Hicks. Dodgers 2 runs and 3 hits. Marlins no runs and 2. And the 4th inning we go. Lopez takes low and outside. 1 ball, no strikes. Outfield straight away. Breaking ball for a strike that buckled the knees of Lopez. 1-1. Curveball at 90 or 76. One. Almost hit him. Just a spin out of the way on the inside breaking ball. That's 2-1. Deep breath from Yamamoto. Into the wind, the pitch. Swing and a miss. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Cut fastball at 91. So far tonight, the Marlins are 0 for 5 on that cut fastball. And Lopez came up empty on that swing. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Yamamoto delivers. Line drive. Base hit. Left field heading toward the corner. And Lopez is on his way to second base with a leadoff double here in the top half of the 4th.
And that was a cutter.
Number 9, Xavier Edwards.
And the second double that Yamamoto has delivered. Let's pause here 10 seconds for station identification along the Dodgers audio network. Charlie Stein, Rick Monday, Dwayne McDonald, David Vasse, and Tim Never joining us later. We're in the top of the 4th. As Xavier Edwards steps in, and he takes a call strike, 0-1. Edwards robbed of a base hit on a diving stab by Alex Freeland. Diving to his left, and then throwing out Edwards. But Freeland, a terrific play tonight. Here's the 0-1. High and outside. 1 ball, 1 strike.
What Edwards has done, you go back to last year, he's hit over .310 against right-handed pitching. Now that's, if you wonder if that's pretty good, well, how about tied for best in Major League Baseball in that stretch?
And at the moment, leading the National League, hitting .340. Xavier Edwards, switch hitter, batting from the left side. Yamamoto set at the chest, and the pitch. Low and outside. And it's 2-1.
The infield to pull. Remember, it was Freeland that made the good diving stop on a ball that Edwards hit the first time up, but the outfield still shaded the opposite way.
There's a world of real estate between Pages in center and Tucker in right. Here's a 2-1. High and outside, 3.
Previous call was the ball, the catcher's challenge.
Well, that's the story.
Call is confirmed, it is a ball. Los Angeles has 1 challenge remaining.
Missed it by a little more than an inch. That's the beauty of these computer readouts. 1.2 inches off the plate. Now here's a 3-1. Breaking ball for a strike. Now 3-2. Yamamoto throwing a lot of breaking stuff. Liam Hicks is on deck. Lopez, good speed, leading off second base. Now the 3-2 from Yamamoto is high ball 4. That's the second walk that Yamamoto has given up tonight. First and second, nobody out.
Number 34, Liam Hicks. Yamamoto able to serve up the double play in the first inning. Obviously, he would love to have it again here in the fourth.
Liam Hicks, the left-handed hitting DH, bounced to second base in his first at-bat. Dodgers 2 runs and 3 hits. Marlins no runs and 3 hits. Hicks takes a strike 0-1. Another curveball. Hicks 310 early on in the season. First and second, nobody out. And here comes the 0-1 from Yamamoto. Swing. Foul tipped it. And it's 0-2. So Yamamoto's got 2 walks tonight in 3+ innings. The 2 walks, a season high for him in a game. Let's see if he can dig himself out of the jam that he's created for himself. He doesn't like that baseball, so he gets a new one from home plate umpire That
foul ball came immediately down and hit Will Smith in the upper part of the left thigh.
That'll leave a mark. The 0-2. Swung on and missed, strike 3. Second strikeout of the game for Yamamoto. First out of the 4th.
Number 50, Augustine Ramirez.
Augustine Ramirez stepping in at 232. Bounced to short in his first at-bat. First and second, 1 out in the 4th. Dodgers 2-0. Yamamoto missing low and inside. 1-0. Ohtani tomorrow night. Morongo pregame at 6. First pitch at 7:10. Now the 1-0. Inside and low, 2-0. Padres hitting in the bottom of the 4th. Cubs lead 5-4 down in San Diego. There's a 2-0. Strike on the outside corner, 2-1.
Keep the ball down. That's an area, oddly enough, that Ramirez has had difficulty with. That being the pitch down. A lot of swings and misses down there.
Lots of cutters and curves from Yamamoto tonight. The 2-1. Ramirez fouls it off. And it's 2-2. Each of his first 5 games, Yamamoto's had a quality start. And here we are, 1 out, into the 4th. And the Dodgers leading 2-0. And the 2-2, Yamamoto delivers. Swinging a line drive, base hit into left field. Now holding at third base is Otto Lopez. Blake Wally is the third base coach. He put up the stop sign immediately. So now the Marlins have bases loaded and 1 out. Owen Casey coming up.
Those 2 cutters have been hit in this inning, and this one was right down the middle.
And that produces a mound visit from Mark Pryor. And the mound visit is brought to you by Jacoby and Myers, because everyone deserves justice. Trip Gibson, the home plate umpire, and the crew chief going out to break up the conversation. Already Yamamoto 60 pitches in 3 1/3, and the Marlins have the bases loaded and 1 out.
Number 17, Owen Casey.
Mighty Casey at the plate. Owen Casey, 218, couple of home runs. Left-handed hitter. Yamamoto set chest high. And here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. And it's 0-1.
Casey's been a lot of that. He has the highest percentage of strikeouts in Major League Baseball.
So when the Mighty Casey strikes out, it is with emphasis. No balls and a strike. Yamamoto delivered. Swing and a miss. And it's 0-2. And that was a splitter.
Start to look at it, Casey. How high is it? Well, how about 36 strikeouts and 86 plate appearances? That's 42%.
Oof. Bases loaded. 1 out. No balls, 2 strikes. Yamamoto set at the chest. And time called. Casey.
They're calling a batter's pitch clock violation. Well, it should have been called earlier if that was the case. The pitch clock was down to 3 seconds. You know, a hitter must be engaged with the pitcher with at least 8 seconds left. So why was the call 5 seconds late? I'm sure that's what Clayton McCullough is asking now, the home plate umpire, Trip Gibson, who happens to be the crew chief.
The conversation has ended, and so too is Casey's at bat. So there's 2 out now. And Javier Canoa is coming up. Canoa.
Number 8, Javier Canoa.
So with 2 out, Canoa, who fouled out in his first at-bat, takes a strike at the knees, outside corner, and it's 0-1. Connor Norby is on deck. And the 0-1. Ground ball, backhanded stab by Kim. Long throw to first, not going to be in time. In to score is Lopez, deep in the hole. He didn't field it cleanly, did Kim, but he still had a chance to throw him out. But here are the Marlins with their first run of the game.
Number 1, Connor Norby.
Call it an error. An unearned run, but a run nonetheless. Connor Norby coming up. He singled to right in his first at-bat. This is a ground ball to short. Underhanded flip from Kim to Freeland, and the inning is over. 1 run, 2 hits.
Puedes ser el dueño de grandes momentos del béisbol. MLB Auction te permite participar en la subasta de bates, bolas y jerseys autografiados, con artículos de tus equipos de grandes ligas favoritos, leyendas y jugadores. Visita auctions.mlb.com.
I don't know that any other second baseman in baseball attempts that play.
No way.
David Fry! He's looking at Kwan saying, maybe I need one of them gold gloves.
Bregman picks it up. Out at first. Nice play by Alex.
You can't run on Ellie? Not that close. Come on.
What a play at the corners for the Cardinals infield. Diving attempt by Dubon. He's got it up on his feet. Cuts it loose. That's in time. Great play.
Church with a great catch up against the fence.
The dive, and he caught it. He laid out and made the play. The second good play by Nathan Church.
Made the catch.
Wow.
Oh, what a play. Star, yes.
Put a star next to that play. Xander gets to it. Spin. A nice play on the back end by Gavin Sheets as well.
Oh, yes, he did. What a great play by Angel Martinez. He did it again. He just bookended his day with another dynamite acrobatic catch.
Made the catch. Troy Johnston with a diving catch ends the ball game.
The MLB app. Yeah, it's got game. This game. These games. All the games.
pregame, postgame, and everything in between. This is baseball your way, with real-time stats, scores, breaking news, and custom content that hits every time. Because you choose the teams and pick the players you want to follow. So when they catch it on the field, you catch it on the app.
We head to the bottom half of the fourth. It's presented by Uniqlo Field at Dodger Stadium. Visit uniqlo.com/US. Kyle Tucker to lead it off. Dodgers 2 runs, 3 hits, and 1 error. An unearned run. And the Marlins, 1 run, 4 hits, and no errors. So it'll be Tucker, Hernandez, and Muncy to bat. Tucker at 236. Paddock's first pitch is outside and high. 1 ball, no strikes. Paddock delivers, swinging a ground ball foul up the first base line. Skipping past first base coach Chris Woodward. 1-1. Outfield is deep and straight away. The third baseman, Sanoa, is anchored pretty where the shortstop would normally be. As Paddock misses low and inside 2-1, and the shortstop, Lopez, is stationed practically behind second base. The 2-1. Tucker, fly ball, right field, right at the mighty Casey. Makes the catch. First out of the fourth.
Number 37,
Oscar Hernandez, a 2-out single in the first inning, produced the Dodgers 2 runs of the night. 4 home runs and 17 runs batted in, along with a .247 batting average. Muncy on deck. Inside and high, 1 ball, no strikes. Paddock taking his time now. Working the clock to perfection. The 1-0 is outside. And it's 2-0. Another big crowd at Uniqlo Field at Dodger Stadium tonight. The 2-0 is outside, although 3-0. Not quite the sellouts that we've become accustomed to. And a 4-pitch walk to Teoscar. First walk of the night given up by Paddock.
Number 13, Max.
There's Max Muncy. Muncy, 9 home runs, 11 runs batted in. And he takes a strike. It's 0-1. Andy Paez is on deck.
Actually, Ramirez, the catcher, on that first pitch, he had an outside target. And that's an area that Muncy has really hit the ball exceptionally well away from him.
Now here's the 0-1. Low and outside, 1 ball, 1 strike.
How well has he hit the ball outside? Well, how about 356? That's the 4th highest in the National League.
He's been with the Dodgers longer than any of the active players. 1 ball, 1 strike. Here he takes a strike on the outside corner, 1-2. And he was a ho-hum acquisition when he first arrived from Oakland. And he has established himself as one of the elite third basemen in the game. The 1-2 is low, in the dirt, and blocked by Augustin Ramirez. It's 2-2. His chest protector got his money's worth. Paez on deck. Hernandez short lead at first. Paddock throws over, head first slide, back easily. Hard to believe it. Muncy's been around longer than any other Dodger at the moment. Here's a 2-2. Line drive, base hit into left field. Went the other way, and Muncy went with a pitch and poked a single to left.
Yeah, another pitch away. So, yeah, Muncy just continues to hit that ball out away from him very well.
Went with the pitch off the end of the bat. The Dodgers are in business. First and second with one out. Andy Paez coming up. Paez flied to left in his first at-bat. Now the pitch. Takes a strike, and it's 0-1. Paez entered the game with a .337 average, second highest in the National League. The 0-1. Swing and a miss, 0-2. Fifth in base hits. .34 and 25 RBIs. Second in the league. Andy Paez. Steps out of the box. No balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Hernandez leading off second, Muncy off first. Paddock's 59th pitch, out of the stretch, set at the chest. And here's the pitch. Outside and high. 1-2, a fastball. Aesong Kim is on deck. As Hernandez leads off second, Muncy off first. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Paddock set and delivers. Swinging a grounder foul up the first base line. Chris Woodward has to sidestep out of the way. One ball, 2 strikes. Pitch to Paez. Fouls it back to the screen. Watching Paez mature, not only offensively, but defensively. He's just gotten better and better. And a clutch hitter to boot. Here's the 1-2. High. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Paez steps out of the batter's box. Now he's back in, taps the plate with the bat, and gets ready for the pitch. Average speed on the bases for the Dodgers, the 2-2. Popped up, foul, down the right field line, and Norby near the sidewall couldn't get it. It was playable, but he couldn't get it.
He was peeking at the railing on that wall as he was trying to go over and catch the ball.
Evidently, he peaked too soon. Evidently. No, it's 2-2. Paez with a fly ball to center field. Racing on back is Marcy, and he will make the catch. Tagging and going to third is Hernandez. Well, there's 2 gone. They'll bring up Hae-Sung Kim. Here's Kim, who flied to left in his first at-bat. Teo leads from third, Muncy from first. 2 out, bottom of the 4th. Dodgers 2-1. Paddock delivers. Ball strike, 0-1. It was a curveball, and Kim just laid off and watched it cross the plate. Paddock's 66th pitch. We're in the bottom of the 4th. Swing and a miss. And it's 0-2.
That's the swing we talk about often. In fact, too often, where he just pulls off the ball.
In the clutch this year, he's 4 for 11 with 2 out and runners in scoring position. That's 364. Paddock leaning over to get the sign from the catcher, Augustin Ramirez. Now the 0-2 to Kim. Little roller to second base, slowly hit. Picked up by Edwards, throws to Norby at first, and that will end the inning. No runs, a hit, a walk, and 2 left. After 4, it's the Dodgers 2 and the Marlins 1.
Got to get yourself ready.
Yes, there are hugs, and then there's that.
Now, what is that?
What
is the purpose of that?
It's an anemometer. It measures wind speed.
So that's good.
But it looks like a fidget spinner.
Meanwhile, on the Cove, it just looks like too much fun.
It was so routine, he took his eye off.
You got to come up with this play. You got to. You're right there. You had 2 hands. He looked it in. Oh.
He swings away, belts the ball to center. Isbell back. Isbell wants it. It's gone! A grand slam! Vladimir Guerrero Jr. gets it in the air, and it is gone. He's always got a little extra hop in his step when he comes to Anaheim. After all the seasons his dad played here.
3-2. Here it is. And he got him looking. 99 at the knees. A dozen Ks for Dylan Cease in 5 innings.
Nico on the dive, gets him and throws him out. Line drive. Oh, Nico! He stole a hit.
Made another unbelievable Gold Glove, Platinum Glove play.
That's another home run for Dalton Rushing. His 2nd of the game, his 7th of the year. Dalton is crushing the baseball.
Top of the order as we go to the top of the 5th. Jacob Marcy, Al Stowers, and Otto Lopez. Shinobu Yamamoto into the line, first pitch. It is low and inside, 1 ball, no strikes. Yamamoto had 66 pitches. 24 of them came in the 4th inning. Now the 1-0. Fastball high and inside. And it's 2 balls, no strikes. Yamamoto has struck out 3 and walked 2. And an unearned run. Yamamoto on 2-0. It's the outside corner. And it's 2-1. Paez shaded toward left center for the left-handed hitting Marcy. As Yamamoto, this is low 3-1. Three balls and a strike. Low and inside, ball 4. That's the third walk Yamamoto has given up tonight, and the 3 walks are a season high.
For the Marlins, left-hander John Keane is just getting up, grabbing a glove, grabbing a baseball, and he will begin to warm up.
Paddock has thrown 67 pitches through 4 innings. Now here's Stowers, 0 for 2. Takes a strike inside corner, knee high, and it's 0-1. Yamamoto's got the sign from Will Smith, but now Stowers steps out of the batter's box. Back in now. Yamamoto set. And delivers. Line drive off Yamamoto. He's got one play, and that's the first base. Got him on the leg, but he tells the dugout, don't worry, I'm okay.
Well, it helps to have quick reactions, and you don't have much time to react at all.
Got him just above the right knee. Otto Lopez has doubled and scored the Marlins' only run of the night. He's 1 for 2. Yamamoto delivers. Strike on the inside corner. It's 0-1.
I saw a replay. Yamamoto motioned to the dugout. Doesn't need anyone coming out. It says he did deflect the ball with his glove.
One to Lopez. Right-handed hitter. Taking low and outside, 1-1. Dodger bullpen is beginning to go to work. Now Yamamoto on 1-1, swinging a roller foul, 1-2. Xavier Edwards is on deck. Yamamoto set. And here comes the 1-2. Outside and high. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Yamamoto doesn't seem quite as fluid as we have seen him at his best. He's already at 76 pitches. The 2-2 to Lopez. Here it comes. Swung on and missed, strike 3. Strikeout number 4. Yoshinobu Yamamoto.
That was not a contact swing with 2 strikes. That was all or nothing. He wound up with nothing. Hey, friends, join us for Blake Snell's Starter Series bobblehead night on Saturday, May 9th. That's when the Atlanta Braves are in. It's presented by Dyson. So be one of the first 40,000 fans and get your exclusive bobblehead. So check it out. Dodgers.com/promotions.
So Yamamoto tonight, 4 strikeouts, 3 walks, 1 unearned run, and 4 base hits. Delivering to Edwards, a call strike, and it's 0-1. Liam Hicks on deck. Now he steps out of the batter's box.
Talk about Clayton McCullough, the manager of the Marlins. And I used, well, his words. He says, it's time for us as coaches and managers of an organization to teach. Well, how about 2 strikes, a chance to tie the game, and you're trying to hit the ball to Glendale?
The 0-1 is outside.
Instead of making contact.
1 ball, 1 strike. Edwards on 1-1. Takes high and outside. And it's 2-1. Edwards a home run, 9 runs batted in on the year. And here comes the 2-1. Low and outside, 3-1.
Edwards walked and was robbed of a base hit on a terrific play by Freeland in the second inning. But again, the last 2 weeks against right-handers came into tonight hitting less than 150 against righties.
Switch hitter batting from the left side. And here comes the 3-1 from Yamamoto. High ball 4 for Yamamoto. His 4th walk of the night.
Yeah, the guy that has not handled right-handed pitching well at all. That's not a guy that you want to be walking.
Hicks has bounced out and has been struck out. Yamamoto already 82 pitches. This is not a perfect performance by any stretch for Yamamoto. Ball strike, 0-1 to Liam Hicks.
For Hicks, there might be a little extra incentive, too, about trying to beat the Dodgers. Why do I say that? He was born in Toronto.
Hicks has 5 home runs. He's knocked in 24. At the moment, hitting .307. First and second, 2 out. Yamamoto delivers. Outside and high, 1-1.
By the way, in case you have missed it, they are not off to a terrific start.
How many really good teams were off to really bad starts this year?
I was in 4th place.
1-1, strike 1 and 2.
With a record coming in today at 12-16.
Well, everybody knows about the miseries of the Red Sox. Now on 1-2 to Hicks. The pitch. Fly ball deep down the right field line. It's going to be trouble, and it's more than trouble. It is a 3-run home run for Liam Hicks. And the Marlins take a 4-2 lead. Two walks and a home run.
Well, if he's trying to get back at the Dodgers, being born in Toronto, he made strides in that category. That's not a good pitch with 2 strikes to make by Yamamoto.
So now the Dodgers going to have to play come from behind baseball. Here's a ground ball to short. Kim's got it. Throws to first, and the frustrating inning has come to an end. 3 runs, 1 hit, 2 walks. At the halfway mark after 4.5. Marlins 4 in the...
Te encantan los jugadores. Te encanta el juego.
¡Y se fue!
Ahora puedes ser el dueño de grandes momentos del béisbol. MLB Auction te permite participar en la subasta de bates, bolas, jerseys autografiados y más, con artículos de tus equipos de grandes ligas favoritos, leyendas y jugadores agregados toda la temporada. Cada artículo es autenticado por MLB para asegurar que lo que llega directamente a tu hogar es original. ¿Quieres una parte del juego? Visita auctions.mlb.com.
Really blowing. Dust and papers swirling onto the field. All-star ballots like a mini tornado out there. This will be a wonderful night for the grounds crew.
Well, you never know what you're going to see.
No, the players all turning away from that wind so they won't get the dust in their eyes. This looks like a scene out of a Humphrey Bogart movie.
All your favorite favorite games from MLB Play are back. Bigger, bolder, and better than ever. Test your skills with daily puzzles like MLB Pickle, the Ultimate Mystery Player Challenge, and Immaculate Grip, where stats and strategy collide. Then in Spinball, build your roster, take on your friends, and compete for the weekly prize. Or be the first to beat the streak and hit your way to the $5.6 million jackpot. Plus, the all-new Daily Walk-Off. Lock in your players by category for the walk-off win. The game's official home for games is MLB Play. Only on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Two-run double.
Consent of the Los Angeles Dodgers.
Chris Paddock's night is over. And he leaves on the winning side of the ledger. John King, a lefty, out of the bullpen for the Marlins. The pitching change brought to you by Bank of America, the official bank of the Los Angeles Dodgers. For King, his 13th appearance of the year, an ERA of .082, 12 strikeouts, 5 walks in 11 innings of work, and opponents are hitting just .059 against him. So the Dodgers 9-1-2 hitters coming up, beginning with Alex Freeland. He's 0 for 1.
Previous calls the ball, the catcher is challenging. Call's overturned, it is a strike. Miami has 2 challenges remaining.
So Freeland is behind 0-1. The 0-1. This one is popped up. Right field, routine for Owen Casey. And he makes the catch. First out of the 5th.
It appears that Yamamoto's night is over. Alex Vesia getting loose to the Dodgers bullpen. And Dave Roberts just went over and talked to Yamamoto on the bench.
Well, Yamamoto in 5 innings, 87 pitches. Very uncharacteristic for him. Now here's Ohtani, who singled, scored a run, and has been struck out. With Vesia warming up in the Dodger bullpen, Tim Everett is loosening up his larynx in the broadcaster's bullpen. He'll be joining in the 6th. Entering play tonight, the Dodgers 19-9, the Marlins 13-15. As Ohtani takes low, 1 ball, 1 strike. Dodgers having scored 159 runs, the Marlins 126. But the Marlins now leading it 4-2 in the bottom of the 5th. Ohtani swings and grounds it to first. Easy hop for Norby, underhanded flip to King, and there's quickly 2 out. Now Freddie Freeman coming up. Freeman is singled, scored a run, and bounced out. Freeman at .274, 3 home runs. He's knocked in 15, lefty against lefty. As Freeman takes low and inside, 1 ball, no strikes. Lefty King stands on the third base side of the rubber. Swinging a fly ball, center field, right at Jacob Marcy, and the Dodgers go down in order. Nothing across, will go to the 6th. Dodgers on the short.
I was in AAA, and right before the game, they said, no, you got to stop. You need to hurry up and go to Cincinnati. You're about to go play a game there. You got 45 minutes till the game starts. So I get in my car, and I start driving, and all I keep thinking about is, which jersey are they wearing that night? So when I get to the locker room, I see my jersey hung up and love the white jerseys, just the stitching on it, the old school feel to it.
Schlittler, 25 years old. He spent the season until June in Double-A last year, then moved up to Triple-A, and he was called up to the Yankees on July 9th, and what a difference he made. Swing and a miss. Gets him on the sinker. Swing and a miss. That's the sinker. 4 strikeouts in a row, 8 on the game.
Te encantan los jugadores. Te encanta el juego.
¡Y se fue!
Ahora puedes ser el dueño de grandes momentos del béisbol. MLB Auction te permite participar en la subasta de bates, bolas, jerseys autografiados y más, con artículos de tus equipos de grandes ligas favoritos, leyendas y jugadores agregados toda la temporada. Cada artículo es autenticado por MLB para asegurar que lo que llega directamente a tu hogar es original. ¿Quieres una parte del juego? Visita auctions.mlb.com.
Top of the 6th inning, Owen Casey will lead off. The right fielder, Javier Sanoa, the third baseman, and Connor Norby, the first baseman, to face new Dodger pitcher Alex Vesia. Vesia, the left-hander, out of the pen. Yamamoto, 5 innings, 5 hits, 4 runs, 3 earned, 4 walks, 4 strikeouts, 87 pitches, 56 for strikes. He's on the hook right now. But Alex Vesia trying to keep the score right where it is as he faces the bottom part of the Marlins batting order. Vesia out of the stretch, kicks and delivers one home up high for a ball to Owen Casey. Casey, the former Cub prospect, now makes the big leagues with the Marlins. But last year was trying to crack that 40-man roster for Chicago, but now the Marlins organization pitching the dirt for a ball. 2 balls and no strikes to Owen Casey. Grounded out to first, and Yamamoto struck him out with a splitter in the 4th inning. 4-2 the score after the 3-run home run by Liam Hicks, tucked into the right field corner over the short wall. Pitch is up and in for a ball, and Vesia starts him off 3-0. 3 balls, no strikes to Owen Casey. Marlins batting in the top of the 6th inning. Now the stretch and the pitch on the way. In there for a called strike. Well, for Vesia, he has had a tremendous start to his season. Very, very good, all in all. When you look at what he has done, he has been Mr. Reliable out of the bullpen. The pitch swung on, fouled away to the left and out of play. And the count goes full, 3 balls and 2 strikes. And for Vesia's 12th appearance. And Casey, the left-handed batter. Lefty's just 1 for 14 against Vesia this year, hitting .071. So just the 1 hit from left-handers. 3 ball, 2 strike pitch from Alex Vesia. Here it comes. It is swung on, fouled away to the left again. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Full count.
One thing about it, Tim, this Marlins team, they might be young guys, but they have seen a boatload of pitches thrown to them tonight. You mentioned 87 thrown by Yamamoto.
And the 3-2. Swung on and missed. He struck him out with a slider. So Casey down on strikes, and there's 1 away. Now the batter will be the third baseman, Javier Sanoa. Sanoa popped out foul to Will Smith in the 3rd inning, and in the 4th inning, he reached on an error by the shortstop, Ha-Seong Kim. Muncy, even with a bag at 3rd, coming in at 1st on the grass is Freddie Freeman. First pitch high to Sanoa. Yeah, important for Sano to get more at-bats for the Marlins. One way they try to do that was yesterday. The Marlins started Kyle Stowers at first base in San Francisco against the Giants. He'd never started there before. Pitch, cut on and missed. Fastball up high. 1-1 strike to Sanoa.
Yeah, Stowers had not played first base since a couple of games in college.
So they've got him back in left field tonight. I guess it went as expected.
Yeah, just a few years ago, Stowers was on the finalists for a Gold Glove in left.
1-1 pitch. And that's up high. That's 2-1. Michael Peterson, a right-hander, warming in the bullpen for Miami. So the starter, Paddock, only went 4 innings, 67 pitches, 2 earned runs on 4 hits, walked 1, struck out 1. John King backed him up. And a slider is down and in. Check swing. First base umpire Clint Vondrack said he didn't go. 4 runs, 5 hits for Miami. 2 runs, 4 hits for the Dodgers. 1 out. Top half of the 6th inning. Now the stretch of the pitch. Swung on, belted deep down the left field line. This ball is hooking foul. Had plenty of distance, but just hooked to the left of the foul pole. It'll go as a long and loud strike. 3 balls, 2 strikes to Javier Sanoa. Sanoa waits at the plate from the right side, and the lefty Vesia set to deal. He kicks, sends one home, called, strike 3, got him looking at a slider. 2 up and 2 down in the Miami 6th, and both gone on the slider.
Well, we got the strikeout. The first one on the slider, came back. Got the second one on the slider, both on payout pitches, 3-2.
So he's had to earn them. But 2 punch-outs.
And a lot of pitches.
Connor Norby, 1 for 2. Take up high and in, ball 1. He singled and was stranded at third base in the 3rd inning. And then in the 4th inning, he grounded into a force out that retired the side. 1 ball, no strike pitch from Alex Vesia. Swing and a miss. He's got the slider working. And Norby swung right over the top. Jacob Marcy, the leadoff man, out on deck. Alex Freeland playing up the middle. Straight away in center is Pages. Left side of the infield, deep for the right-handed batting Norby. Pitch. Missed off the plate outside with a changeup. 2 balls and 1 strike to Connor Norby. Vesia shrugs his shoulders, presses his glove up against his chest, kicks, fires, and delivers one outside. 3 balls and a strike. Now, last year, Connor Norby took the first pitch more often than he swung at it last season. And he had a good reason to. When the count was 1-0, he hit .625. 3-1 pitch. Strike 2 called, a slider. So for the 3rd straight batter, Alex Vesia has gone full. The result of the first 2 at-bats, strikeouts on the slider. We'll see what happens here on Norby. For the Dodgers, Will Smith will lead off in the bottom of the 6th inning. Then Kyle Tucker, then Teoscar Hernandez due up. Well, Vesia ready to throw. Here's his pitch. And the 3-2 misses up high, ball 4. A 2-out walk turns the order over to Jacob Marcy, the center fielder, who's been on base 3 times. Twice with a base on balls, and he doubled in the 3rd. In fact, last August was when Marcy made his big league debut, and he doubled in each of his first 3 big league games last August. That tied a franchise record in Miami. Accomplished the first time by catcher Agustin Ramirez earlier last season in April. Throw to first base and back standing is Connor Norby, the first baseman. 2 out, 1 on in the pitch. Just a little bit high. Tried the fastball, and laying off it was Marcy. Marcy's raised his average from 178 up to 185. 1 home run, 8 runs batted in. 4-2. Dodgers down a pair here. 1-0 pitch. That's in for a strike. The slider. And Muncy, even with the bag off the line at third for the left-handed hitter. Playing up the middle, the shortstop, Ha-Seong Kim, just to the left of second base. Stretch by Vesia. 1 ball, 1 strike offer to Marcy. Swung on, popped up foul, third base side, and it'll be up into the seats.
Talk about Marcy hitting better, and he's had to. I mean, the last 7 games hitting close to 300. But he has not been able to raise the batting average. Came in at tonight well under the Bob Uecker line of 200.
Norby leads at first. Marcy waits at the plate. The pitch. Runner goes. Pitch swung on and missed. That's strike 3. Throw down doesn't matter, as Vesia strikes out 3 and walks 1. And the Marlins will leave 1 through 5.5 at Uniqlo Field at Dodger Stadium. It's the Marlins.
In a big-time spot here in the 8th. It's the 2-2 pitch. Yelich, a high drive, deep right, down the line, fair, and gone! Yelich delivers in the clutch. And he left nothing in the tank.
My God, how far did that go? A bomb.
421 feet away.
My goodness.
Christian Yelich, a 3-run blast.
Grounded right side. Heading toward the plate. And look at Kendall! Is it safe? Ha ha ha! How about that play? What a job by Kendall. Do you believe that one?
How about that leap over Hernandez, who had stretched out to take the throw?
That is unbelievable. Watch Kendall again.
We play in Toronto. Guerrero sends over some good stuff for the guys, so when we play in Toronto, I definitely dive into that.
You gotta be careful with Vladdy, bro, because a Dominican breakfast will put you to sleep, bro. ¿Cómo está sonando la comida dominicana ya?
La comida dominicana ya no sé cómo está sonando, porque obviamente mi esposa me cocina. O sea, hay restaurantes, pero no voy a comer comida latina.
We go to the home half of the 6th inning. 4-2. Miami with the lead. Will Smith to face right-hander Michael Peterson. This pitching change brought to you by Valvoline Instant Oil Change, your 15-minute drive-through oil change with locations throughout Southern California. Peterson, tall right-hander, sends the first pitch home to Smith, down and in for ball 1. Smith, 10th appearance. He's 1-1. Earned run average 338. 11 strikeouts in 10 2/3 innings pitched. Allowed just 1 home run on the season. Then Will takes a strike.
Smalled at 97. For Smith, you just wonder how long the back has been an issue. Missed 2 complete games back in there tonight, but the previous 7 games collectively hit just 143.
Peterson set to deal his pitch home, and that is inside. 2 balls and a strike. Smith back in there, 0 for 2. Infield fly in the first inning. Was caught by Connor Norby. Gets the put out there, and then he fly to right back in the 3rd. 2-1 pitch from Peterson. And that's inside. And Will spins to get out of the way. He's got some room on the right side of the infield. Xavier Edwards is playing very close to the bag, but deep. Heels nearly touching the outfield grass. And first baseman Norby off the bag a little bit at first, but not terribly deep. 3-1 pitch. Swung on, well hit to right field. Going back on it is Owen Casey in front of the warning track. He extends the glove up in the air, makes the catch, and Smith is out. One away for the Dodgers in the bottom of the sixth. So Kyle Tucker sitting back-to-back games, grounded to second in the first and is fly to right tonight. Dodgers bats since the first inning have gone relatively quiet. Just one hit since the first inning, and it came off the bat of Max Muncy in the fourth inning. One out, nobody on. Dodgers down 2. Big cut and a miss and a slider from Peterson.
Peterson, big guy, 6'7". Born in the United Kingdom, went to Riverside Community College.
And the 0-1. And that pitch is low. Yeah, he is a big drink of water, isn't he? 6'7". Pretty firmly built. He's holding the ball behind his back as he peers in at the catcher, listens for the sign. Now comes set with his glove at the belt. Now the 1-1 pitch to Tucker. And Kyle lets the slider go low. Check swing and appeal down to third base umpire Adam Hammery. He says he went.
That still sounds strange to me. He listens for the sign.
Hey, we're just adjusting for the times.
Used to say he looks in for the sign. Now he's listening for the sign.
That's what he's doing. And so are a couple of other players defensively who also wear the PitchCom device. Pitch swung on, tap foul. It's not just the pitcher and the catcher. There's, I think you're allowed 3 other players who can wear it in the field because they want to know what pitch is coming. Well, you wanted to know that defensively.
Well, yeah, if you can. And, used to be infielders would signal to the outfielders it was going to be a breaking ball or a changeup so you could maybe move over a step or two or anticipate.
Pitch missing this time, a fastball to Tucker.
But some of the infielders didn't realize. I know a few years ago down in San Diego, we had the shortstop sign, and you could call just about every pitch. At least it was a fastball or off speed.
Stretch in the 2-2 to Tucker. He swings and belts it down the right field line. It's going to hook, and it's going to go foul. It goes over the short wall to the right of the foul pole, right down the right field line. They got a hold of the changeup and just belted it down there, but it just spun to the wrong side of the foul pole.
So how were the infielders signaling? Well, they would put their bare hand behind their back and give some type of a either open or closed fist or number of fingers.
Now a 2-2 once again from Peterson. Swung on, fouled away to the left. Tucker battling here. Next pitch will be the 8th of the at-bat. Infielders umbrellaed around the top of the infield. Third baseline wide open. 2-2 pitch. Tucker fouls it back to the screen.
Tucker, since that first inning where they had 3 hits, they scored 2 runs, have had, since that opening frame, just 1 base hit and 1 walk. That's been it as far as the offense.
And Peterson with a big stretch. Right-handers 2-2. And Tucker looks at strike 3. A fastball caught plenty of plate above the knees on the inner half. And Kyle Tucker goes down looking. There are 2 away.
97.4 miles an hour.
So with 2 outs, it'll be Teoscar Hernandez, who drove in both Dodger runs in the first with a single. Reached base in the 4th inning with a walk. Teoscar looks at a strike. Fastball inner half. Well, Peterson last year had some success with the Angels. And the pitch just outside. If you made contact against him on the first pitch, you had a 143 average. So he kept that first pitch average down. And then in full counts, the opposition hit 154 against him. 1-1 pitch. and that's in the dirt. Because he throws so hard, he's been nicknamed British Gas.
The last 9 of the third innings that he's worked, he has struck out 9, giving up just 6 hits.
2 ball, 1 strike pitch. And Teoscar tries to get out of the way of the inside pitch. They're asking for an appeal down at first. He didn't go around, and the count goes to 3-1. And Peterson out of St. Francis High, West Valley College, and Riverside City College. Second season at Riverside, 2015. He ended up signing with the Brewers. They took him in the 15th round. 3-1. And Teoscar takes inside. He was somehow able to check his swing on an inside fastball, and he takes ball 4. Third time Teoscar has been on board. Let's pause 10 seconds for station identification on the back-to-back World Champion Dodgers audio network. Max Muncy is 1 for 2. Now Peterson steps off the back of the rubber. See the first disengagement with Teoscar on. First baseman Connor Norby holding him a few feet off the bag. 2 down, 1 on, 4-2 Miami. And Muncy will take a strike. Changeup.
Oddly enough, lefties have hit just 125 against the big right-hander.
Peterson, high stretch. The 0-1 pitch to Max. Here it comes. He takes it for a strike, a fastball down the middle. No balls, 2 strikes on Muncy. Left-hander Andrew Nardi is now throwing for the Marlins in their bullpen. Dodgers have lefty Tanner Scott throwing. 0-2 pitch to Muncy. He swings and strikes out on a high fastball. No runs, no hits, a man left, and no Miami errors. We go to the 7th inning.
23-year-old flamethrower Chase Burns, the 2nd overall pick in 2024.
The pitch blew by you. Strike 3 right over the outside corner, 2 down.
That might be the first time we've seen triple digits from Chase Burns today. Ran that one up there at 100. That's a good time to reach back for a little extra right there to put a guy away. Burns brings it. Swing and a miss. There it was. 99 right on by him. Triolo down on strikes. And the inning comes to a close on Burns' 5th strikeout of the game.
Make it 2. It's a half dozen Ks for Chase Burns.
Breaking ball in the dirt. Davis looked like he had no chance.
That one had a bit of bite to it. Kind of spun that one in the zone to Horowitz for the first batter of this inning hit.
Second, the pitch. Swing and a miss. Got him with a slider. 7 strikeouts for Chase Burns through 5 innings of shutout baseball against the Pirates. It's the Reds 2, Pirates nothing.
Oh, and it hit Trout right off his right side. He dismisses the athletic training staff, says he's okay.
In between innings. Wow. Look at the signs. It says knuckling.
I'll tell you what, you know why they're mascots. They swung and missed at that thing about 100 times.
Look out, fellas. A nice job protecting the bullpen.
What a wild turn of events there. It's going to be an out on Nasim Nunez on one of the wilder plays you will see.
For the Dodgers, Tanner Scott. As we start the top of the 7th inning, Miami 4 and the Dodgers 2 with Rick Monday, Tim Everett here. Charlie Steiner on his way back to the locker room. Well, Scott makes his 14th appearance, 0-1, 238 the earned run average. 9 strikeouts in 11 1/3 innings. Facing Kyle Stowers, who is 0 for 3 tonight. Left-handed batter Takes the slider for a strike. Time called at the plate. Trip Gibson giving the time to Kyle Stowers. He'll use his timeout. Left-handed batter steps back in. He's had a hamstring issue recently. Missed a bunch of time with that. 0-1 pitch. And he could not hold up on the high fastball. That's strike 2. But the hamstring issue can really be lingering if you don't let it heal right. It could be a major problem for a long period of time if you don't get it taken care of immediately. Here's the 0-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Vicious slider by Tanner Scott, and Stowers strikes out to start the 7th.
That's why it started off, especially when you have the deficit. 4-2, the Dodgers have just 9 outs to work with offensively.
Shakey's Pizza Parlor, the official pizza partner of the Dodgers audio broadcast. When it's game night, it's group night at Shakey's.com. Here is Otto Lopez, a shortstop, 1 for 3 with a double and a run score. And a strike delivered to him. Lopez, a right-handed batter, hitting .315 on the season. 3 home runs. He's knocked in 12. And the 0-1 pitch from Scott. Could not hold up. Called a strike at the plate. That's a swinging strike, and it's 0-2. Lopez gets time. He'll step out of the box and regroup here. 2 quick strikes from Tanner Scott. Last pitch was a slider. See if he doubles up. Stretch, kick, and a pitch. Goes inside with the slider. Ball and 2 strikes. Dodgers will have the bottom part of the order up in the last of the 7th inning. Pages, Kim, and Freeland, the expected hitters. Before Ohtani will get another chance. 2-run ball game in favor of the Fish. Here on the opening night of this series. Pitch swung on and missed. Strike 3. The high fastball. I don't know about you, Mo, but it looked like Lopez had a case of happy feet down there. His back foot moved along with his front foot.
He was trying to gear up evidently for the fastball, but he chased it upstairs.
2 batters, 2 strikeouts swinging for Tanner Scott. Xavier Edwards, the second baseman, switch hitter, has been on base twice via the walk. Uncharacteristically, Yoshinobu Yamamoto with a season-high 4 walks tonight. 1 ball and no strikes to Edwards. Pitch, fastball high, and it's 2-0.
For Yamamoto, that was in just 5 innings. Of course, 87 pitches in 5 innings is way too many.
And the 1 pitch he left for Liam Hicks was the difference. Hicks hitting the home run just over the short wall in the right field corner. 2 men on base after 2 walks. So that was the big problem in the 5th inning, the 3-run 5th for Miami. 3 balls and no strikes now to Xavier Edwards, right-handed hitting infielder. 3-0 pitch. In there for a called strike. Fastball grazing the corner. Two down, nobody on. Freeland playing to the right of second base. Here's the pitch. And a breaking ball. Good slider taken for strike 2. Scott's come back and filled up the count. He's got his light blue leather glove on, holding the ball behind his back. Now Edwards gets time. And Scott will step off. Scott not worried about the pitch clock for sure. He's just catching the ball, getting ready, and throwing. Now he is getting ready to throw again. 3 balls, 2 strikes, the payoff pitch. Swung on and fouled off to the right.
Well, keep in mind, next homestand, the Atlanta Braves will be in. And Mother's Day on Sunday, May 10th. That's a 1:10 start. First 40,000 fans in attendance. You'll score your exclusive clear tote bag. Come out, join us. Dodgers and Braves. Find out more. Dodgers.com/promotions.
3-2 pitch. High ball 4. So emulating what Vesia did, striking out the first 2 men, walking the third, and now Liam Hicks coming up. And he has been public enemy number 1 so far tonight with the 3-run home run. One on, two down. Hicks the DH. He also catches. Left-handed batter looks around and pitch to him. Swung on and missed. Tanner Scott unleashing a fastball. Hicks was more productive at the plate when he wasn't catching last season. He had 256 as a first baseman, 319 as a DH, but just 222 as a catcher, and he's the DH tonight. And he has been the most productive Marlin. Pitch, got on and missed. Chased the fastball.
So hit much better against right-handers. Over 330. Lefties, 222.
Dodgers bullpen has faced 7 hitters. And they've yet to put a ball in play against the Dodger pen. They still won't. Fastball, swung on and missed, strike 3. 3 strikeouts and a walk for Tanner Scott in the top of the 7th. It is stretch time, middle of the 7th at Dodger Stadium. The score is the Marlins 4 and the Dodgers 2.
I feel like food and sharing a meal with someone is a universal language. You can't go to a ballpark and not have a nice hot dog. So if I'm at the ballpark, I'm going to get a nice heavy glizzy. You got to have chili on there. You got to have cheese. If your hot dog isn't bending in the middle because it's like about to fall apart, then you're not doing it right. So you got to have a glizzy and then something cold, whatever it is, beer, lemonade. You got to have something cold to wash that hot dog down with.
That's my security right there. That's the bad one, Roscoe Pico train.
Major League Baseball wanted to start doing something with the players and their dogs.
Which one's the dog?
I was undecided on whether to do a dog card or not, but my wife pushed me in the back and she wanted a famous dog, so she told me to do it.
The MLB app. Yeah, it's got game. This game. These games. All the games. Pregame. Postgame. And everything in between. This is baseball your way. With real-time stats, scores, breaking news, and custom content that hits every time. Because you choose the teams and pick the players you want to follow. So when they catch it on the field, you catch it on the app.
For the Dodgers in the home half of the 7th inning, 4-2 Miami. First pitch swinging a slider, and it's 0-1 to Andy. Bottom of the 7th brought to you by Bank of America, the official bank of the Los Angeles Dodgers. Right-hander Michael Peterson still in the ball game for the Marlins. Pitch, and Andy takes inside just under the hands for a ball. 1 ball, 1 strike. Dodgers are getting Edgardo Henriquez up to throw in the pen. He's just starting to play catch. He would have the 8th inning. 1-1 pitch. And he takes a strike. 1-2. Baez so far tonight 0 for 2. He's flied to left, flied to center. He's hit safely in 3 straight games for the Dodgers. 1 ball, 2 strike offer from Peterson. Swung on, ground ball to first, one-handed by Norby. He'll run right down the chalk line to the bag. Step on it for out number 1. 3 unassisted, 1 away. And Hesung Kim the batter, but he's not going to face Peterson. They're going to get the lefty Nardi for him as they pick down in the order here with Kim up, and then the switch hitter Freeland, and then 2 more lefties. Ohtani and Freeman do after that. So Clayton McCullough will come out of the first base dugout. He'll make the change, and Nardi, the left-hander, will...
What a play at short, and a tremendous effort to get Wood. Julio reaches up, jumps backwards, and makes the catch. Diving play by Shaw.
He bare hands at spin throw, and Rogers holds the line at the plate.
Ground ball and a diving stop ball, jumped and over to first. He got it.
going out Brito, and Brito makes the play.
Line to caught on the backhand throws. Long throw, and he robbed him. Back over near the stands. Did he make the catch? You bet.
Oh, my goodness, he caught it. What a catch.
Nico on the dive, gets up, and throws him out. At the wall, he makes the catch for the out. Isbell slips. Oh, he made the catch anyway. Oh, Nico. He stole a hit from Kyle Schwarber.
Oh, my goodness gracious. He put that away.
Conforto comes down with it.
Neto reaches it. Off balance to second. He got him. What a play.
From about 1905 to 1925 or so, teams actually issued cardigans as part of their team uniform. In that era, knitwear was actually having a heyday in sports. Think of ski sweaters or Argyle sweater vests on the Gulf Green. And baseball decided to jump on the bandwagon and create cardigans.
Intake today for a greener tomorrow. This is how we're reimagining recycling, California. And it all starts right here. To learn more, visit recyclingreimaginedca.com.
And dance to you, feel better. Get up off that thing. Try to release that pressure. Get up off that.
Left-hander Andrew Nardi makes his 12th appearance of the season for Miami. He's 1-1. Earned run average 771. 11 strikeouts over 9 1/3 innings pitched. And the opposition hitting 278 against him. He's allowed a couple of home runs. So Ha-Seong Kim does not hit. He was called back. And Alex Call, right-handed batter, is up there for him. And he swings the first pitch and fouls it back. We figured the Dodgers at this point in the game would be going to the bench. Freeland is not on deck. It's the right-handed hitting Miguel Rojas. He figures going to go into short anyway for Kim. 0-1 pitch coming to Alex Call. And Call takes low. 1 ball and 1 strike. Call hitting 280, looking for his first homer. Driven in 2 on the season. But he's at .429 against lefties. Here's a 1-1 from Nardi. And Call fists it foul back to the screen.
I'm sure that Nardi had to gather some tickets. Born in West Hills. Signed out of the University of Arizona, but I mean, he has really struggled. You gave the ERA. Well, the ERA in the last 7 games is .995.
One ball, 2 strike pitch to the pinch hitter Alex Call. Swings, hits a ground ball into right field, a base hit. Put it right to the open spot in the infield on the right side between first and second. And Call's got himself a pinch hit single, and the Dodgers bring the tying run to the plate.
That's just a smart approach right there. You have 2 strikes on you. You're down by 2 runs. You bring the tying run to home plate, but they had that right side of the infield wide open. They were playing him to pull, extreme pull in the infield.
Well, the former Marlin. The Marlins were sandwiched in between stints with the Dodgers for Miguel Rojas. And the pitch. Breaking ball in for a strike called. Threw him a big sweeper. .476 is the average against left-handed pitching for Miguel Rojas. 1 on and 1 out. The 0-1 pitch from Nardi. Rojas swings, hammers it deep down the left field line. This ball is back, and it is foul. Oh, it just missed. It hooked at the last moment. Well, it had home run distance plus. Was headed toward the foul screen, but just kept taking a left-hand turn. So close to a game-tying home run. That pitch was left up, out, and over, and didn't miss by much.
A solid click of the bat sound.
Long and loud strike for Rojas, and the 0-2 pitch coming from Nardi. He looks at it up and away, and it's 1-2. Bottom of the 7th, 4-2. Marlins in front, each team with 5 hits. Dodgers 19-9, Marlins 13-15, coming off a series with the Giants where they dropped 2 of 3. Pitch is swung on and poked away, foul to the right side. In fact, the Marlins have lost 9 of 12 on the road.
That's in the outset. Only the Royals and the Astros have a worse road record than what Miami has. Kansas City started today 2-10. Houston 3-10.
1-2 pitch. It's in the dirt. Trying to sweeper a little low. And Rojas able to hold up. Shohei Ohtani is on deck. And for Rojas, keep the ball off the ground unless it's through. Then it's okay. And you want to get Ohtani up here with men on. 2 balls, 2 strikes. That's the count. And the pitch. Strike 3 called, a fastball.
Previous call is a strike. The hitter is challenging.
Rojas obviously doesn't agree, but I think he's going to lose the challenge here. And he will.
Call's confirmed. It's a strike. Los Angeles has no challenges remaining.
So that's it for challenges for the Dodgers. So the fastball, knee-high, outside corner, caught plenty of plate. A left-on-left matchup now as Ohtani comes up. He's 1 for 3. 2 down. Alex Call is the runner at first, and Ohtani represents the game's tying run with Freddie Freeman out on deck. $49,918 here tonight on a Monday night at Uniqlo Field at Dodger Stadium. Dodgers trying to come back after leading this game 2-0. The pitch. Ohtani, a wave and a miss and a sweeper. Now, if you're Nardi, you'd be hard-pressed to throw Ohtani a fastball here. Ohtani against lefties, hitting better than against righties, 367. He swings and hits it on the ground up the middle toward the right center field gap for a hit. Around second is Call. Call will be held at third. Ohtani, big turnaround first base. He'll have to retreat. And now the tying run is aboard. A 2-out single for Shohei Ohtani. He is 2 for 4 tonight, and this brings up Freddie Freeman. It's another hit for Ohtani against the left-handed pitcher.
Yeah, for Ohtani, that's his 5th hit over the last 2 games.
The way that he is hitting left-handed pitching, you'd think as the season rolls along, if he continues to do this, that opposing managers might want to throw right-handers against him. They might want to go the opposite way based on his numbers. Now the chant of Freddie around the stadium. Here's the pitch. He swings and misses at a fastball. 0-1 to Freeman. 2 outs, last of the 7th, 4-2 Marlins, 2 on. Ohtani getting a lead at first. Nardi set, the left-hander's pitch. And Freddie watches the fastball outside. Now, Ohtani is 6 for 10, 6 for his last 10 against left-handed pitching. There's a 1-1 to Freeman. And that's in the dirt. Two balls and 1 strike to Freeman. Over the course of Freddie's career with 2 outs and runners in scoring position, he's hit a very solid .318. The 2-1. Lets it go. Another sweeper, and it's outside off the plate. Count goes to 3-1. Will Smith on deck. Call leads at third, Ohtani at first. 3-1 pitch. Freddie swings, fouls it off to the left and out of play. Now Ohtani will get a head start here, but he's got to be careful of the left-hander on the hill to make sure he's going to the plate first.
First baseman playing behind him.
Well, he just changed his spot, now backpedaling out toward right field. The pitch. Way up high, ball 4, and the bases are full of Dodgers. Freeman draws the 2-out walk. Ohtani moves to second. And now Will Smith with the tying run in scoring position. And the go-ahead run at first will come up. And the Marlins will take an opportunity to have a meeting at the mound.
They've got Smith 0 for 3 tonight. Flied out to right rather deeply twice. Popped out to first base. But I think the Dodgers, if you're looking at a guy that can make contact in a game, you've got the tying run at second base. Go-ahead runs over at first. Bases loaded here in this spot.
So Will Smith this year is 1 for 3 with the bases loaded. But over the course of his career, he's a .329 hitter with the sacks full. He's got 1 grand slam. That came against the Padres. Right now, just trying to get Ohtani home and tie this one up. Double barrel action for Miami in the pen. Calvin Fauché and Lake Bacher, both right-handers. Now the stretch by Nardi, and the left-hander comes home to Smith. Will, big cut and a miss at a fastball. 0-1. Dodgers now get Blake Trinan up alongside Edgardo Henriquez. 4-2 Miami, 2 outs, bases loaded. Pitch coming to Will Smith. Swung on, popped up foul, first base side. It's going to twist over the netting and up over the dugout and into the seats. 2 strikes on Smith. 7 of the last 11 that Nardi has faced have reached safely. That goes back to his last outing against the Giants. Runners off first, second, and third. 0-2 to Smith. Here comes Nardi's pitch. Swung on, fouled back, and out of play. Will 0 for 3 tonight. Infield fly to first in the first inning. Fly to right twice. Nardi looking in at the target. He comes set. Left-hander out of the stretch, delivers the 0-2. Way inside, and that's the ball. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Dodgers out hitting the Marlins now 6-5, but trail on the scoreboard. 1-2 pitch. Swung on, foul, straight back to the screen. Will is hanging in. He has been very tough over the course of his career in these close and late situations, 7th inning or later. Games 2 runs or less. A 1-2 now from Nardi to Smith. Will swings, breaks his bat, rolls it slowly to second. Edwards up with it, fires on to first, and the Dodgers leave them loaded in the bottom of the 7th inning. They come up empty. We go to the 8th. It's the Marlins.
There is the aforementioned Max Meyer, Hut, 5th start of the season, his 3rd of the year at Lone Depot Park. Second and third, 1 out, the 1-2. Swing and a miss. Got him with a good sweeper.
And I told you about getting Walker to chase. You can do that when you get ahead. Good job by Max.
Driving in 100 and stealing 30 bags.
2 chased. Good sweeper from Meyer, and Wynn swung over the top of it. That's a punch out. Max is second.
His career in 10 games against the Marlins either, batting .148. And that doesn't help. That was a filthy slider from Meyer, and he's got 3 strikeouts.
I'll tell you what, for Max, so many weapons. It gets ahead. Could it be the slider if you're the hitter? Maybe the sweeper. That time the slider gets Urias. Thing of beauty.
5 strikeouts for Max.
Went upstairs with the fastball, then buries the breaking ball down and in. That's where you try to throw it at that back foot.
Wow.
Old school D-backs jersey. This is our alternate jersey that we wore on Saturdays. I was the first team to wear the new colors. They called it Sedona Red. Don't mess up that color. Every time I wore this jersey, I would wear the high socks, black jersey, black hat. I just thought it was a really smooth look, and this is one that I'll never forget.
Puedes ser el dueño de grandes momentos del béisbol. MLB Auction te permite participar en la subasta de bates, bolas y jerseys autografiados, con artículos de tus equipos de grandes ligas favoritos, leyendas y jugadores. Visita auctions.mlb.com.
Top of the 8th inning, 4-2. Marlins hang on to their lead as Nardi got out of that inning. The Dodgers squandering an opportunity with the bases full and the tying run in scoring position. So now Edgardo Henriquez comes on to pitch for the Dodgers. Tanner Scott, 1 inning, 3 strikeouts, 1 walk. And the catcher, Agustin Ramirez, who was 1 for 3 tonight, grounded to short twice and got a base hit. That was in the 4th inning. And the pitch is a little high ball 1 from Henriquez. Rojas in the game at short, and Santiago Espinal off the Dodger bench takes over at second base. One-0 pitch from Henriquez. Inside for a ball with a two-seamer at 99. Edgardo Henriquez, first base side of the rubber, ready to go. Right-handed flamethrower deals the 2-0. It's a ground ball to short, moving a little bit to his right, and grabbing with a backhand is Rojas. Throws strongly to first, in time to get Ramirez, and there's 1 away.
Well, the Dodgers don't have really great numbers thus far when trailing after 7 innings. They're 2-7. And down to 6 outs to work with.
So 2-7. So you're saying there's a chance?
There's a chance. Even if it's 0-7, there's always the chance.
1 out, left-handed batter Owen Casey, the right fielder. He struck out twice tonight and grounded out. He'll take a ball, 1-0. Top of the 8th, brought to you by Morongo Casino Resort and Spa. The MVP for fun, food, and good times, less than 90 minutes from wherever you are. Morongo, good times. Stretch in the 1-0 pitch to Owen Casey. It's in there for a strike. Good cutter. That cutter from Enriquez, one of his better secondary pitches. After using the fastball as a setup pitch sometimes. Here comes a 1-1. And Casey swings and fouls that one back below us off to the left.
And that's the slider, and that slider's a whole different dimension than that 102-mile-an-hour fastball.
Down in San Diego, the Padres lead the Cubs 8-5. Padres started a half game behind the Dodgers tonight. If both scores hold up, they'll be a half game in front. Now the kick and the 1-2 pitch to Casey. Swings and strikes out for the 3rd time tonight, chasing a slider. Second time he's gone down on the slider. Yamamoto got him on a splitter back in the 4th. 2 away, and Javier Sanoja is up. Sanoja struck out looking at a slider in the 6th from Alex Vesia. So has reached on an error by Ha-Seong Kim back in the 4th and popped up foul to Will Smith. 2 down, bases empty, and the pitch rifled in there just a little bit inside for a ball. 1 ball and no strikes. 4-2, Marlins in front, 2 down, top of the 8th. Pitch swung on, slowly rolled toward third, cutting it off in front of the shortstop is Max Muncy, and from the infield grass will make the throw to first base in plenty of time to retire Sanoja. And a clean inning for Edgardo Enriquez as the
2-run double.
He swings away, belts the ball to center. Isbell back. Isbell wants it. It's gone! A grand slam! Vladimir Guerrero Jr. gets it in the air, and it is gone. He's always got a little extra hop in his step when he comes to Anaheim. After all the seasons his dad played here. 3-2. Here it is. And he got him looking. 99 at the knees. A dozen Ks for Dylan Cease in 5 innings. Nico on the dive. Gets him and throws him out. Line drive. Oh, Nico! He stole a hit.
Made another unbelievable gold glove, platinum glove play.
It's another home run for Dalton Rushing. His 2nd of the game, his 7th of the year. Dalton is crushing the baseball.
Jim Abbott has a no-hitter. 2 outs into the 9th, and he'll have to face Carlos Baerga. And the ground ball is short. Velarde. He did it. He did it. No-hitter for Jim Abbott. Jim Abbott throws a no-hitter and shuts out the Cleveland Indians 4-0.
To the bottom of the 8th inning, it is 4-2 Marlins, and Kyle Tucker will lead off against the new right-hander, Calvin Fauché. Fauché becomes the 5th pitcher used by Clayton McCullough tonight. Makes his 12th appearance. He's 2-2, ERA an even 6. Walked 9 in his prior appearances, and he starts off Kyle Tucker with ball 1. Tucker hitless tonight, 0 for 3, struck out looking at a fastball in the 6th. Out of the stretch is Fauché. His pitch cut on and fouled away. Tonight's game brought to you by First 5 California. 1 in 3 children are at risk of toxic stress, but there are things parents can do to help. Learn how to overcome it at first5california.com. 1 ball, 1 strike pitch from Fauché. Swung on and lined to right field. Esteury Ruiz, the new right fielder who has taken over for Owen Casey, ranges off to his left, makes the catch, and there's 1 down. Tucker now 0 for 4 tonight. Esteury Ruiz had a cup of coffee with the Dodgers and spent some time with the Athletics before coming to L.A. Teoscar Hernandez, the batter. He's been on base 3 times. Twice he's walked, and he's driven in both Dodger runs with a first inning single. He'll take a cutter, low ball 1. One ball, no strike pitch. That is swung on, and that's a strike. 1 ball, 1 strike. You mentioned, Mo, that the Dodgers have won 2 games when trailing after 7 innings this year. Last year, a year in which they won the World Series, they won only 5 games like that when they trailed after 7. Two balls and a strike. That's the count to Teoscar Hernandez. Nobody on, 1 out pitch. Swings and misses at a cutter. Looked like the Dodgers were going to take care of business against Chris Paddock after their 2-run, 3-hit outburst in the first inning, but since then the bats have been taking a cat nap. 2-2. Strike 3 called, a sweeper, and down on strikes looking on a pitch at the bottom of the strike zone is Teoscar Hernandez.
Third base, number 13,
Max Muncy.
The numbers, Dodgers, if they trail after 8, they're 0-8 this year. And the Marlins lead after 8. They're 10-2.
Pitch outside to Muncy. This Marlin team, granted they're struggling on the road generally, but 13-15. They're hovering around 500. I talked to Clayton McCullough, the manager, prior to the game today. Said he feels pretty good about the start. Pitch is hit high in the air to left field, backing up Kyle Stowers right in front of the warning track. He makes the catch, and that'll do it. A quiet bottom of the 8th inning as the Dodgers go in order. 1, 2, 3. We head to the...
All your favorite games from MLB Play are back. Bigger, bolder, and better than ever. Test your skills with daily puzzles like MLB Pickle, the Ultimate Mystery Player Challenge, and Immaculate Grip, where stats and strategy collide. Then in Spinball, build your roster, take on your friends, and compete for the weekly prize. Or be the first to beat the streak and hit your way to the $5.6 million jackpot. Plus, the all-new Daily Walk-Off. Lock in your players by category for the walk-off win. The game's official home for games is MLB Play. Only on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Jordan Lawler leads off the bottom of the third. Reynaldo Lopez, first pitch swung on. That is hit high and deep to left field. It took a long time, but there's the first major league home run for Jordan Lawler. 424 feet off the bat of Lawler. And a no-doubter for him, a kid who was, 6th overall pick a few years ago. They had to find kind of a spot for him. He was a shortstop. They put him in the outfield, and nobody giving him any love after his first big league home run.
Congratulations, Jordan Lawler. That's number 1. Some overnight oats right before the game. My teammates look at me like, what are you doing, dude? My mom's cooking, probably. She makes some good. She's got a tuna fish casserole. That's pretty good.
I went 5 for 5. I need to eat the same thing. Last time, Saturday, I ate arepa with eggs, and then next day, I got to eat arepa with eggs. So my mom make it for me, and then when my mom is with me,
everything's good.
I save a lot of money.
Estamos lindo.
Dodgers left-hander Jake Eder out to pitch, and it'll be 9-1-2 up for the Marlins. Connor Norby, Jacob Marcy, and Kyle Stowers. Marlins with a 4-2 lead. A 3-run homer in the 5th inning by Liam Hicks flipped the score, and it stayed there ever since. 3rd appearance in the big leagues for the Dodgers for Eder. No decisions. ERA is 4.5. Opponent's hitting just 167 against him, and the right-handed batting Norby will take the first pitch. And that is going to be ball 1. 1 ball and no strikes. Closer Pete Fairbanks now up and warming for the Marlins. He'll pitch the bottom of the 9th. Pitch swung on and hit in the air to right field. Backing up on it is Tucker. He'll make a running catch toward the warning track for the first out of the top of the 9th inning. Top of the 9th, sponsored by Cars for Kids. Ready to donate that old car? Call 1-877-CARS-FOR-KIDS. Friendly agents are standing by to take your donation. Call 1-877-CARS-FOR-KIDS now. That's Cars with a K to donate your car today. Jacob Marcy doubled back in the 3rd. He's walked twice. Struck out last time up. Eder out of Vanderbilt. Swings as Marcy goes the other way. Hits it on the ground between short and 3rd for a base hit. Marcy on with his 2nd hit, on base for the 4th time in the game. Kyle Stowers now is 0 for 4, the left fielder. Tomorrow, same time, Shohei Ohtani will pitch against Jansen Junk. Junk is 1-2, and Ohtani 2-0 with an ERA of 0.38. That's tomorrow night. One hopper hit to second base. Espinal goes to Rojas. One back to first. Double play. And that cleans up the base hit. No runs a hit. That is it. Last wraps for the Dodgers. Down 2.
The MLB app. Yeah, it's got game. This game. These games. All the games. Pregame. Postgame. And everything in between. This is baseball your way. With real-time stats, scores, breaking news, and custom content that hits every time. Because you choose the teams and pick the players you want to follow.
So when they catch it on the field, you catch it on the app.
What a play. It's short and a tremendous effort to get Wood. Julio reaches up, jumps backwards, and makes the catch. Diving play by Shaw.
He bare hands at spin throw, and Rogers holds the line at the plate.
Ground ball and a diving stop ball, jumping over to first. He got it. Going out, Brito,
and Brito makes the play.
Line caught on the backhand throws. Long throw, and he robbed him.
Back over near the stands. Did he make the catch? You bet. Oh, my goodness, he caught it. What a catch. Nico on the dive, gets up and throws him out.
At the wall, he makes the catch for the out. Isbell slips. Oh, he made the catch anyway.
Oh, Nico. He stole a hit from Kyle Schwarber.
Oh, my goodness gracious. He put that away.
Conforto comes down with it. Neto reaches it. Off balance to second. He got him. What a play.
Fans to receive your exclusive Rojas bobblehead presented by Security Benefit. Visit Dodgers.com/promotions for tickets and information.
Closer Pete Fairbanks comes on to pitch. He has 5 saves and 6 opportunities this year. 4-2, Marlins with the lead as we head to the last of the 9th inning in game 1 of this 3-game set.
We'll find out about Fairbanks, Tim, because if we look at the last 7 games, he has an ERA of 9.45. The Dodgers will love to keep that number up there tonight, but also in those 7 games, he has 11 strikeouts in 6 2/3 innings. So it's been feast or famine for the big right-hander.
Andy Pages will lead things off. He's 0 for 3. Dalton Rushing has a bat in the on-deck circle. And pitch clock hadn't started, so home plate umpire Trip Gibson held up play for just a moment. Now it starts. As Fairbanks toes the first base side of the rubber. Right-hander ready to throw. And here comes the pitch. And Andy swings and fouls it back. Best drive of the game presented by Edmunds. See how much your car is worth at Edmunds.com. Liam Hicks, 3-run home run in the 5th inning. That flipped the score. That's the best drive of the game presented by Edmunds. Now the 0-1 pitch to Andy Pages from Fairbanks. That is up and in. Ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike. Fairbanks has come back from not 1 but 2 different Tommy John surgeries. And the way he was throwing was causing him the injuries, so he's had to change all that. 1-1. Way outside, and it's 2-1. He actually went on the internet, watched a lot of videos, and went from 92 miles per hour to 98 by creating a more efficient delivery. And the guy that he modeled his delivery after, former Dodger Joe Kelly. Here's a 2-1 pitch. Swung on, fouled off to the right, and out of play. It's 2 balls and 2 strikes now to Pages.
That's the heater at 98 right there.
Fairbanks, tall right-hander. Used to pitching in these situations. He's had better than 20 saves in each of the last 3 seasons. 27 last year. Now a 2-2. And he swings, pops it up foul right side. And that one's way out of play. Yeah, the previous 2 seasons, 25, 23, and then last year, 27. Only 6 other major leaguers that have had at least 23 saves in all 3 seasons. Former Dodger Kenley Jansen, one of them. He's done it in 5 straight. 2-2. And a breaking ball, a cutter, spun up there to the outside. That fills the count at 3-2. Got to get a man on and get the time run at the plate. Dalton Rushing, who has been swinging a tremendous bat, is on deck. 3-2. The payoff pitch from Fairbanks to Pages is high, ball 4. The Dodgers do bring the tying run up. And he'll trot down to first. And Dalton Rushing will stride to the plate.
Well, friends, head to the ballpark anytime. How about Miguel Rojas' Game 7 home run? What a home run. Bobblehead night will take place on Friday, May 8th against the Braves. And the first 40,000 fans will receive Miguel's bobblehead presented by Security Benefits. So check it out. Dodgers.com/promotions.
Rushing leading Major League Baseball in slugging percentage at .974. Doing some of it coming off the bench. The pitch to him. He takes a strike. Rushing with 7 home runs. 16 runs batted in. Against right-handed pitching, he is 10 for 25 with 6 of his 7 home runs. Here's an 0-1 pitch from Fairbanks. And Rushing watches the slider in the dirt for a ball. 1 ball, 1 strike.
For Dalton, the last 7 games, 3 home runs, 8 runs batted in. Here's the spot here. You want to keep the ball off the ground. Cannot afford the double play. You're running out of outs, and you're down by 2.
And a 1-1. Dalton lets it go high. A fastball. It's 2-1. Runner at first, nobody out, bottom of the 9th. 4-2 Marlins. The 2-ball, 1 strike offer to Dalton Rushing. He lets a strike go in the inner half, a cutter. 2-2. Rushing overall a .385 hitter. Pages leads at first, being held on by Norby. 2-2 pitch. That's low, ball 3. The changeup faded down and away, and now a full count, 3-2. Miguel Rojas on deck, and then Ohtani would come up after that. Three and 2, full count to Dalton Rushing. The stretch and the payoff pitch. It's high, ball 4. 2 on, nobody out. The tying run is aboard. And the potential winning run coming to the plate.
Well, now you got the veteran coming on, Miguel Rojas, looking down to Dino Ebel, who is going through some signs. If you bunt them over, they'll probably walk Ohtani, not pitch to him. Not an easy task even if you do that, but right now, here's the biggest at bat in the ballgame for the Dodgers.
Middle infield playing for 2. Edwards shading the bag at second. Runners lead first and third. There's a square by Rojas, and the pitch way up high. He pulls back and takes ball 1. So both corner infielders playing in, but the first baseman, Norby, was the one rushing toward the plate. Rushing can get a big lead behind him at first. 1-0 pitch to Rojas coming. He squares, pops up the bunt, and it'll be caught in foul ground by the catcher, Ramirez.
For Rojas, he just did not get the bat out in front. You can't have the bat in close to your body. You get jammed. You jam yourself. That is a huge out, not getting the runners over.
Yeah, this brings up Ohtani. A good 9th inning drama here with 1 out. Shohei is 2 for 4 with 2 singles in the game. Ohtani has hit well against the Marlins. He has hit in 10 straight games against Miami now after his 2 singles tonight. Pages at second, Rushing the tying run at first, 1 out. Stretching the pitch. Ohtani swings, fouls it off to the left and out of play. Freddie Freeman on deck. 2-run ball game, 6 hits apiece. Miami with the lead, and the Dodgers challenging him here in the bottom of the ninth. Pete Fairbanks ready to throw. He pours one home. Ohtani swings and fouls it straight back, and he's in the hole, 0-2.
Couple of fastballs. This one was high, possibly out of the strike zone at 97. Is this coming back with a breaking ball here?
Fairbanks ready to throw. Ohtani waits at the plate. The 0-2 pitch is a check swing. He did not go. The appeal at third base. Umpire Adam Hamley says nope. Didn't go.
That was a cutter, and the bottom fell out of it.
It did.
That was a heck of a take.
One and two, the count to Ohtani. And the pitch on the way. Shohei lets it go inside, a slider. 2 balls and 2 strikes to Shohei. Ohtani with a chance for some late lightning here. Two on, one out. The 2-2 pitch from Fairbanks to Shohei Ohtani. Here it comes. Swung on, belted down the right field side. That is a fair ball. It bounces over the wall for a double. Pages will come in to score. It is 4-3. The tying run is at third, and the winning run is in scoring position with Freddie Freeman coming to the plate.
Well, it's actually a big break for the Marlins, because if that ball stays in fair territory, you're talking about a tie game. But instead, Rushing had to stop at third base. Now with first open, what do you do with Freeman? Do you pitch to him? Do you walk to him? Do you see if he'll go fishing the first pitch or not? Infield's going to play in.
So they're looking to cut down the run, and they're going to pitch to Freddie Freeman. Here comes the pitch to Freeman from Fairbanks. Way up high, almost goes to the backstop. Somehow Augustine Ramirez got out of his crouch to snare it. 1 ball and no strikes. Well, so the Marlins have made their decision with first base open to pitch to Freeman with 1 out. They'll bring the infield in, and it's a 1-0 pitch from Fairbanks to Freeman. And Freddie takes inside. It's 2-0. Fastball from Fairbanks. Bottom of the ninth inning, a 4-3 game now. 2 balls and no strikes to Freddie Freeman. Pitch. Inside, ball 3.
Well, do you still pitch to him here, or do you walk him? They're going to walk.
They're going to put him on. So the bases will be loaded for Will Smith.
Well, now you've got to keep the ball off the ground. Marlins are going to have a conference on the mound.
Number 60, Will.
And which way are they going to go?
I'm wondering if they're going to bring in
a 5-man infield.
Yeah, they're going to bring in an outfielder. Play somebody over second base.
Get the trainer out there first of all, and the pitching coach, and just about everybody else to check on Fairbanks. Well, they were signaling for the trainer to come out instead of that 5 infield position.
Yeah, this is one of those situations where you do it, but the look back into the dugout, I think both of us thought the same thing, that they were trying to get the attention of a player, but they're not going to go that way. Pete Fairbanks is going to come out. There is something wrong with the pitcher for the Marlins, so he's going to come out.
I thought they were looking at his right hand. I don't know if it's a blister, doesn't have a good feel for the pitch, whatever it might be.
Had a good day. 2 hits for him. Swing and a drive.
is long gone. Is it too early to say, holy cow? I think it is right on time. The Cardinals strike again. Tucson with 2 strikes. That ball was absolutely destroyed.
What a 6th inning. Goosebump moment here at the ballpark for everybody.
Well, this is the World Series card. Everybody said, you know, what's it going to be to pitch against Sandy Koufax, who's a dominant pitcher. I said, I hope I don't embarrass myself. And I didn't. You know, pitched my first shutout ever. We won 6-0, and my parents were there. My mom was afraid of heights, so she was in the upper deck. She had to come down and trade seats with somebody so that she could actually watch her 20-year-old son pitch a shutout in the World Series.
Perfectly grilled, great tasting hot dog with all your favorite toppings. Because what's a baseball game without a great hot dog? Hoffy, so good, they're cravelicious.
All right, everyone, welcome to Arco Rewards Orientation. I'm Hannah.
Whoa, is everything okay?
That's a code green. Someone just earned at least 5 cents a gallon in rewards.
Wow. Another one?
Well, that one's a code gold. The customer just redeemed savings of up to $1 a gallon.
Impressive. What does that one mean?
Oh, that's just Piggy. He gets excited when we talk about rewards.
Savings of up to $1 per gallon redeemable with 20 rewards dollars in your loyalty account at participating locations. Terms and conditions apply.
Hey Dodger fans, Andre Ethier here. Are you ready for baseball season? Time to stock up for game day at Superior Grocers. Whether you're firing up the grill or settling in for the first pitch, Superior Grocers has everything you need. Juicy steaks, fresh produce, ice-cold drinks, and all your favorite snacks that keep the crowd cheering, all at unbeatable prices. So download the Superior Grocer app for the latest deals and weekly specials, and make every game a grand slam with Superior Grocers. Quality, variety, and value.
Right-hander Tyler Phillips will continue his warm-ups. This will be his 9th appearance of the season. He's got 1 save to his credit. And with 1 out and the bases loaded, he inherits the situation. The save would be his if he can get it. ERA 159, and he's allowed a home run. 180 is the batting average against. He'll face Will Smith, and the Dodgers have him loaded. Dalton Rushing is the tying run at third. Ohtani's at second. Freeman is at first after the walk. And Pete Fairbanks had to leave due to some sort of physical ailment, and that is why Tyler Phillips is in and gets as many warm-up tosses as he needs.
Well, this is the second at bat in a row in this ball game now for Will Smith with the bases loaded.
So the Padres have beaten the Cubs 9-7. So the Padres right now in a virtual tie in the standings. If the Dodgers can sneak this one out somehow, then they'll remain a half game in front of San Diego. Well, this series begins the wrap-up of 13 games in 13 days. The Dodgers would like to wrap this game up here, tie it, and maybe win it with a single. You've got good speed in Ohtani at second base. The Marlins will remain with 4 infielders, 3 outfielders in this situation. They'll bring the infield in.
You got to keep the ball off the ground if you can. Smith grounded out to second in the 7th inning with bases loaded. The career .324 average, bases loaded.
Middle infielder's not all the way in, still in the dirt, playing for a possible double play. Now the first pitch from Phillips. Smith looks at it outside, ball 1. Well, tonight without a hit. 0 for 4. Rushing, Ohtani, and Freeman, the base runners. Here's the 1-0. Will looks at a strike, a sinker. 1 ball and 1 strike. Smith, right-handed batter, pinwheeling the bat around. Dodger catcher waiting for the offer from Phillips. Here it comes. He swings, it's a ground ball, foul past third. Third base coach Dino Ebel had to skip to get out of the way. 2 strikes on Smith. Kyle Tucker is in the on-deck circle.
Just tonight, 2 for 8 runners in scoring position.
1 out, bases full, 4-3, Marlins lead it. Bottom of the 9th. 1-2. Will swings and foul tips it into the glove of Ramirez. That is strike 3.
It looked like he was fooled on that pitch. It was kind of a self-defense late swing.
Got him with a sinker. So now it'll come down to this. The Dodgers down to their last out. Kyle Tucker is at the plate. Tucker is 0 for 4 tonight, hitting .229. Tucker looks out at Phillips. The right-hander kicks, comes home. Tucker swings, bounces it foul in and out of the Marlins dugout on the first base side. Tucker, career with the bases loaded, is a .416 hitter. This season he is 1 for 3. 2 outs in the 0-1. And Tucker lines it into center field, a base hit. Dodgers are going to win it. Here comes Ohtani around third. He'll score. How about that? Second walk-off win of the season for Tucker. 4 career walk-off hits. And the Dodgers come back for the 11th time this year and win the ball game 5-4. Oh, how do you like that one? Kyle Tucker's only hit of the night is a game winner. The Dodgers are now 20-9, while the Marlins dropped to 13-16.
And for the Dodgers, their first win of the year when they're trailing after 8 innings. And it comes down with 2 outs in the bottom of the 9th inning.
A walk-off win tonight at Dodger Stadium. Oh, what a terrific ball game. Ends with the Dodgers winning this one 5-4. 5 runs on 8 hits. 1 error and 9 runners left for the Dodgers. The Marlins, 4 runs, 6 hits, no errors, and 7 men left. Jake Eder gets the win for the Dodgers, his first as a Dodger. And for Eder, let's see, that is going to be his first major league win tonight. So Eder, who has had outings with the White Sox and Angels, he came up winless in 24 and 25, but he gets his first big league win here tonight. And Pete Fairbanks will get tagged with the loss and a blown save. He is 0 for 2. 2 hours and 57 minutes, the game time, in front of a crowd of 49,918 enthusiastic Dodger fans, as Kyle Tucker is going to get the ice bath down.